Demogorgon.
What? Welcome back to Reflection of Terminus, Campaign 1, Session 8! How's everyone going? Velkin's in the bag. Velkin's not allowed out until he can, keep his axe away from everyone else's jugular. How's everyone
Velkin's
doing?
in timeout. He can't come out until he learns to be nice.
Exactly.
Listen. I said, get in the bag.
Get in the bag. Get in the bag. What's some inflammatory statement that I can say to give this video more views? Pineapple and pizza sucks, and the sugar cookies from Walmart are all good. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d6, and whatever number it rolls on is
will fight you on them sugar cookies.
I've never tried those. I can't help you.
The Walmart sugar cookies are good.
I like them.
I like them. They're good.
Right.
Just don't eat 3 of them, or else you're gonna get like flashbanged with a headache. Anyways, I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna roll this d6, skipping 6s, and whoever it rolls on is gonna tell us what happened last time.
What if we don't?
Sheer. What happened last time?
Okay, so what ended up happening was that we did some stuff. We got out of the place. After beating up all of these drow in the temple, we had a nice meal. We talked, we laughed. We enjoyed the stuff. But then we started traveling. We love traveling. We love traveling so much. Our feet hurt. We got into a fight. And before this fight, with the long rest after traveling, Sheer was going over his gear, making some stuff, artificer things, and then he suggested if Velkin would like to use this really nice great axe that we found. It's magical. For some reason, it needs attunement for anything. So I know it's a +1 weapon, but it just seems a little fishy. So if you want to just check it out, see if you can find out any more information. Unbeknownst to me, really the only way he could get that information is by attuning to it. Well, long story short, we found out it was cursed because we ended up finding a whole bunch of gnolls that we had to fight. And after the fight, Velkin kind of just went into a berserker rage that he just could not fight because his wisdom just sucks. Dear God, just what the hell, Velkin? We proceeded to recreate the meme in that JoJo series of those guys beating up the one guy on the floor, and just us just stomping the hell out of him. Afterwards, I told him to. I pointed at my bag of holding, and I pointed at him, opened it up, and pointed inside of it, and told him to get in the bag. I aggressively put the bag of holding on his head, and he kind of just chilled out, kind of like a bird when you put a blanket over a bird cage. He kind of just mellowed out really hard. Afterwards, as our group child Scorb is dragged away by Erevan, we're basically at this point just trying to catch up to the now unconscious boy and the very, very injured boy. So, yeah, that's what happened.
All right. You also missed out on the fact that at the temple, he kind of showed you images of both Scorb dying and of Velkin dying. He was kind of like, this is what could have happened. It didn't happen. Have fun with that.
Don't worry. Both outcomes almost happened, just somewhere else.
It's true. They did.
I'm not
The
entirely...
universe is trying really hard to make that right.
I don't entirely remember if he rambled on about anomalies or not.
Always.
It may have happened.
That is his catchphrase.
Not entirely sure, but a lot of that happened. So, setting the scene back in, there are a couple of bloodied people. Scorb and, what's the word? Scorb and Velkin are stable. They will regain a 1 hit point in about 1d4 hours.
Yes.
Scorb will regain a hit point in 4 hours. And Velkin will regain 1 in 1.
Sick.
So let me change the scene over. Have back. So. Oh, yes. Scorb also learned rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
The most important long rest event.
He did, in fact, learn rock, paper, scissors. All right. So there's a couple of not dead, but there's a bunch of dead gnolls around you, and a couple of downed party members kind of chilling. So how do you? The floor is yours. The world is your oyster. What do you do?
I don't know sign language. You guys will figure it out.
So I go to tend to Scorb. Even though I don't have any spell slots, I still want to look after him. So I catch up with them.
Do you put the little boy on your shoulder?
Yes.
The little boy is on your shoulder. He's chilling. He's vibing.
Hell yeah. He's vibing unconsciously.
He's not unconscious. He's just stable. With the dying condition rules, he's really just out of it. Not able to walk.
Poor Scorb.
Yep, he is chilling. Velkin, what are you doing? Presume your head's still in the bag.
Yep. I'm
He's
pretty
being
sure
dragged
that
along.
the fun part is that if you start moving him immediately out of combat, if he starts to move with you, he just kind of teleports out of all of the restraints. So he's just standing there like, oops. Just
Lol.
Your bag is also, or your armor is also on the floor.
yeah. So yeah,
Oh yeah, because you're wild magic?
yes. A wild magic invoked a 5th level cleric spell.
Called Instant Strip?
Unsealed bravery. You ever watched Saint Seiya?
No.
Every so often when fights get really epic in that show, they all just like take off their armor and go, alright, let's go.
That's hilarious.
By the way, Rob, you're puffing into the mic a little bit.
Oh, that's my fan, sorry.
Oh, got it.
Let me turn that way. Turn that back.
Cool. Alrighty. So, Scorb is on Winter's shoulder. Eravon, you're quite injured. What else?
All in favor of getting a cart when we get to Daggerford.
I.
Notion carried, we're getting a fucking cart.
I hate this. I hate traveling.
And we're getting him some juice. Just points over to Scorb. We're getting him a lot of juice. He's fucking earned it.
I love how you're still treating him like a kid.
He likes juice. He doesn't like alcohol.
I know, but he's a full-ass adult.
I would like some juice, though.
Also, Scorb,
Yeah?
if you ever run in like that again, I will finish you myself. Don't fucking do that again. Oh my god. Ugh.
It's a
Ugh.
barbarian.
You can't
He's
stop
gonna-
me. It'll happen again.
No, I can't stop you. You are correct about that. But I sure as hell can't finish you. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Put me down. I can take him down. Yeah.
No,
Up your dukes, buddy.
no.
Score, put
I,
those
I
down, put those down.
I imagine he's not even squirming. He's just saying this while being carried.
Up your dukes, buddy. I'll take you on. I can.
I'll leave it.
I can do this all day. Eh.
I think between the two of us, I took less damage.
I hate gnolls.
I hate Knowles. All in favor of us hating Knowles.
I also hate
I,
Knowles.
I guess. I mean, Scope,
I mean,
you really
you
gotta
two didn't
settle
have
down.
any. Hubris and Vada didn't really have any issues. They were just kind of chilling back there, shooting death at them. So you know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
fair.
that's what we do. We're the best. We don't get hit, and we hit others. That's how it works. But don't do that. Don't go in and die.
I didn't
Please.
die. I lived.
you're welcome.
Thank you. I lived.
Yeah.
The Scorb who
lived.
lived.
Huh?
Okay, let's. I guess just set up some. Is it gonna rain tonight? I don't know. I just tents kind of sound nice.
Probably
with sleeping
is.
bags sore.
Well, I
Oh.
didn't know if it was gonna rain tonight until you asked that question.
Oh, look at that.
It doesn't
We
rain.
have been raided by Nat 19.
Hey, welcome
Wait.
Night 19. Welcome
Wait, we
Raiders.
got raided?
Welcome, Raiders.
Hi.
Yo, we got
Yo!
Woo!
Hello, Raiders.
Hi Raiders. Welcome to Reflection of Terminus. This is a table game turned stream game. How are you doing? Hi. Hello.
Oh, hi, hello.
That was a raid of 60 people.
Oh goodness.
You-
Okay.
You broke the dungeon master.
It's okay.
No, you broke Dora.
That too.
Goodness.
You good there, Val?
I'm good. I'm all right. All right, let's continue. All right.
So we set up camp for the night.
Yep.
I'm not even cooking. I get a fire. I'm laying out the sleeping bags. That's about it. I throw food packets at people. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Everyone's getting
Okay.
rations after this exhausting battle. Does Velkin still have the bag on his head?
I don't know, do I?
Yes.
We just let him sit there for a little while, and then we just kind of start pushing him and like leading him away.
The only time this bag gets removed is when it's his time for watch. That's it.
Just sitting there cross-legged with just the bag draped
I
over his
actually
head.
have a question because
Yes.
I'm debating the technicalities of this because the bag is continually upside down. Does that count? Because it's a bag of holding. I think soon after, because the bag is upside down, after a little bit of kind of just fiddling around and fidgeting, you just hear a bunch of crashing.
Stuff will not leave the bag unless it is physically grabbed for.
Yeah, you do need to.
I thought you had
To,
to.
like,
I
make
thought
a
you had
mental
to
note.
open. I thought you had to open the
If
bag.
it's inside out. If it's
Ah,
inside out,
if it's turned
everything will
inside
come
out. Got it. That makes
Yeah,
more sense.
you have to physically think about the object you're wanting to take out when you reach in, and it will appear in your hand.
That makes sense. Cool. That was
Unless your
an
entire person is in the bag, in which case you will see the room.
Fair. Yep. So Velkin's just in the void.
I'm vibing.
He's in the
Just
void.
surrounded.
Driving.
Just
He-
surrounded by stuff.
He's in the void and he doesn't need to breathe, so he kind of just stays in there.
Yeah, sitting cross-legged with a messenger bag over his head. He's fine.
He's doing okay.
He's good.
He's good. All right. So let's continue with watch.
So I'm thinking that we should probably split up our current watch because both Erevan and Scorb are pretty messed up. So I'm thinking I can go ahead and go with Scorb, and Vada can watch Erevan during the watches.
Okay. So Vada's gonna be on 2. And I presume Scorb's gonna be on 3. So the watch order.
That'll work.
All right. Everyone tell me your passive perceptions, just so I can get this all
19.
19.
Before we rest, I will, because I do have it equipped at this time, I will ritual cast Alarm. So a 20-foot range, just a 20-foot cube around our camp. And anything that isn't supposed to come in or out will ping a noise.
Could you drop that in the chat?
Yeah. Oh, I think that was the wrong button. Hold on. How? I'm not on the right page. That's why.
You should be able to output into chat.
Yeah, there should be a little button that looks like a speech bubble near the top of the spell.
You got to double
I
click
don't
on the
have that.
spell and then like
double click the spell.
like the little shield that gives the spell's description.
There we go.
Yep, cool.
Yeah, there you
Okay,
go.
okay. I had to open it up first. My bad. I was confused on the location.
It's okay, we got there.
You can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm, and you can choose whether the alarm is mental or audible. Cool. I presume audible and what's the word?
Anything like deer, rabbits, mosquitoes, those types of things, I'm gonna, make sure that doesn't trigger it. But anything humanoid that isn't the people that I designate, that's gonna set it off.
Humanoids?
Yeah, like anything that isn't our people. So I'm designating our party that they're fine. If anything else that isn't our party that, could potentially be aggressive, wolves, bears, other people, dire mosquito, I don't know.
Dire mosquito.
Got it.
So,
Those
you
good
wake up and
old,
someone looks like jerky.
those good old Florida mosquitoes.
I was drinking something. What the fuck? Waking
All right.
up and looking like jerky. I wasn't ready.
All right. Let me do this. Pop. Cool. That's a number. It is, in fact, a number. So, not much happens on the watch. Is there any conversation that happens in the watch? The watch.
The witch.
The wedge?
I'm constantly asking Scorb if he's okay.
I'm okay. I'm fine. Really. I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Wait, am I on third watch? So
You are.
technically I had 8 hours of
Vada.
sleep. I've already had the long rest.
No.
Dang.
3
Okay.
hours would put you at or at third watch would put you at 4.
4.
Got
If
it.
you're at the beginning of fourth watch, it would be 4. Why do I keep getting notifications whenever I have streamer mode on?
Probably broken.
Those are your
Do you
stream.
have the overlay active on either of your Fantasy Grounds windows?
Well, I think someone's notifications are leaking through. Anyways,
Probably mine.
Cool. So, Scorb is doing okay. Whenever it gets to 4 hours on the watch, he regains a hit point, so he's actually able to stand and he's not as physically exhausted. But he still looks rather rough, if we're gonna be real.
Poor guy.
But he took a lot of hits. He's doing okay.
He was
but-
trying to tank for us, so that makes sense.
Yep.
The barbarian.
He's very good at his job.
I'm going to roll a D100 for Scorb to see if something happens. Okay. He looks like he's about to lull to sleep from the amount of exhaustion that he's taken, but he is.
If he decides to lull to sleep, I will be okay if he does that. I can watch on my own.
He doesn't fall to sleep, but he's kind of just like,
Scorb, if you want, you can lay on my shoulder.
I'm good. I'm good. I got it. Scorb's on the case.
Okay. But if you need anything, do not hesitate to ask me, alright?
Okay. Scorb is on the case. He is Master Scorb.
He's sure something.
He's so pretty cute.
He's not gonna fall asleep. He's just looking out for everyone. So it goes from that watch to the last watch, which is not Vada. It's Hubris and Velkin.
Mhm.
Does anything happen there, or do y'all kind of just like stare at each other? It's like, yo.
Only that. What's up? I do start whistling the tunes very softly.
Yeah.
Sadly, I do not have the ability to fix my own goddamn loot.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
could have taken mending. I didn't. I took prestidigitation because it's funny.
Mhm.
You soil your pants.
No.
Well, you do happen to have a cleric who has mending.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will start going over to everybody in their sleep, and I will cast prestidigitation to clean their clothes for them.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Except for Velkin, I will soil his clothes.
Wow. That's funny. Yep.
I will shit your pants.
You essentially what happened. The threat to
Yeah.
shit his pants was actually followed through with.
Right? What a game we have.
What a game. All right.
But yeah, no, there's not too terribly much I could do to help Hubris with proficiency in lockpicks and playing cards.
That's
Yep.
cute, though.
You know what? That's fine. I could also make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for 1 hour. That is correct. I'm going to do that on Sheer, and I'm gonna give him a thumbs up on his back. So whenever somebody looks at him for the first hour of the morning, they will see a thumbs up on his back.
All right.
Why are y'all worried about me being left alone by myself? Look at Hubris go.
One
He's
is
quite-
harmless pranks, the other is death.
Yeah, that is fair. All right. So
And then attempts to lull everybody into a nice wake with a very soft song
nice.
at the end of the watch.
I guess everyone roll a con check. I'm gonna say con check. That's a good performance check. Scorb, how do you do? Boop, boop.
Not bad for having 0 con modifier.
Scorb will
bad.
wake up first. He's gonna have a big yawn, and then he's gonna be like, he feels a lot better. Let me go to combat tracker. Let me give everyone a long rest. Boop. There you go. Have fun.
Wake awake, everybody.
Oh, am I dead?
No, you're alive. Made sure
If
that.
you're dead, then I'd be dead. And I don't think I'm dead.
God.
So I do my morning ritual. I pray to my god, and then realize, oh, I have the power to fix all that right now.
Yep, you come across new naturally inclined abilities. Velkin, I have a question. Is your armor on? Did anyone help him get his armor on?
I imagine that could be a thing that happens in the morning. If we didn't go too terribly far from where we fought the gnolls and just set up camp, then I can go and collect it as soon as Winter's done with taking the axe away.
Well,
I soiled his armor.
Okay, so I get out of my tent and immediately look for Velkin because I'm like, you.
He is not hard to find.
Yeah, well, I figured. But yeah, Winter's like, you sit down.
I can't get any more sitting down than I am.
Oh, okay, because you're okay.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason, like I was imagining you when you were on watch. You're like, I'm just standing there.
Yeah, he is usually just the unnerving sentry, but you know, with Baghead, he can't go very far.
Please give me your axe.
I still can't, but
Fine, you can continue to hold on to your axe.
I won't make a move.
But so Winter like kneels down to his level, and they have one hand on the hilts of the axe and another hand on Velkin's hand.
Hmm.
And I cast Remove Curse.
Velkin, you feel the effects of the axe start to fade away, but you really still love this axe. You don't know if you want to get rid of it right now. It seems strange for you to want to get rid of this axe. Velkin, roll a let's do a contested check.
Okay.
What am I rolling?
Is it wisdom?
Velkin, you're gonna have to roll a wisdom save. Actually, first, Winter, roll a spellcasting ability check, which would be your wisdom.
And then I need to try to beat it.
The wisdom, just
check.
the straight ability, right? Not the save.
Wisdom check, yeah.
Okay.
Not a save.
Well, crap.
9. Okay. You roll a wisdom save, so wisdom save of 17. As the axe tries to attach itself to you, as it tries to, well, stay attached to you, it doesn't want to leave you. You are able to snuff the thoughts out, and Winter is able to finally take the axe from your grip, as you are no longer attuned to it.
I then
Well, that worked.
walk the axe over to Sheer. Destroy this.
Difficult to destroy magic items, but I can at least put it away for now.
Yeah, we'll set that to not carried.
Alright. You are no longer cursed by the Berserker Great Axe. How fun.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Belkin, if you can go ahead and put that in the party sheet, I can go ahead and take it from the party sheet.
Yes.
By the way, Velkin, if you haven't already, you can reduce your HP.
I have. We're good.
Cool.
Cool. With that off, it's like, cool. You can keep that. Ugh, as fun as it was. It's fun.
For you, maybe.
I'm gonna make a roll real quick.
And I'm gonna go and pick up my chain shirt and or my chain mail and go try to figure out how to put that all back on.
Okay, roll has been noted.
Cool. Are you all set to continue on your travels?
Yep.
All right, let me get the map up. Oop. Let me Sword Coast. Let me reshare this.
I'm going to
Boop.
grab my other mic so that it stops making weird noises. One sec.
Cool. Bye. Let's see. You can move. Oh, let me get this set up for the player view.
Also, I apologize in advance if like we don't talk for a moment, because we have neighbors that are, I guess, trying to hang everything they own on the fucking walls. So there's a lot of pounding.
They
Oh,
just
boy.
moved in.
Oh. And the player view is not working. Hold on one sec.
Technical difficulties.
I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Okay,
Nice.
the recording's unpaused. We had some technical issues with the map We had to restart Fantasy Grounds, but we're back. We do a day of travel. We're doing a day. We're doing a day of travel. Boop.
Yeah. Day travel.
Let's do this. You get there. Sweet. It's crazy. It's honestly kind of insane.
can
And
we-
y'all are.
Could we potentially roll to see if we can force march?
What, to get to
Sure.
Daggerford? I think that's honestly a good idea.
You wanna see how many more hours you can take?
Yeah.
All right. I'm
Like,
gonna.
First of all, let's say how long.
Okay.
How far are we from Daggerford at the moment?
I'm gonna hit everyone with a con save. Hopefully it doesn't crash you.
Oh, okay. First of all, Hubris will roll his save. Okay. So we're not force marching without me getting a
Level of exhaustion.
thing. We're not force marching without Vada and I
We
getting
are
exhaustion.
definitely not force marching.
Goodness.
No, we can force march. It's just that we'll get exhaustion.
Do we
I
really
reckon-
want that?
It'll go away on a long rest.
Mm.
I mean, we would long rest by the moment we get there.
But also, that doesn't take into account enemies potentially ambushing you.
This is true.
Yeah. It's only skill checks.
Only skill checks.
We don't use skill checks. I mean, like, hang on. No, Vada just got a spell that requires a skill check. Yeah, never mind.
You two would be taking, is it like a negative to your passives if you did that too?
I already got a negative to my passive perception.
A bigger one.
A bigger
Let's
one?
let's just rest and just make it to Daggerford tomorrow.
Yes.
My feet
It's fine.
hurt. I don't want to go anywhere.
Oh, muffin.
I wonder if we can get a cart with multiple horses so we can make more of a distance.
I mean,
Does multiple horses really make it go farther?
I don't know.
Make it sound like you were a professional or something in there, and then you're like, nah, I have no freaking clue.
Yeah, it definitely goes faster. It's got 2 horsepower.
That's
Instead of 1 horsepower.
that's kind of accurate though.
If you put 2 horses together, you get the power of 2 horses. If you've got 4 horses, you get the power of 4 horses. However,
Yes,
if you take away a horse,
it's multiplicative.
it's like 3 horses.
Yeah. I think.
That was a lot of math. Just
One
All
plus
right,
one-
all right.
Hugh,
are
like,
you okay
one
over
plus
there,
one
Hubris?
plus one is 2 quick
Time for
maths.
camp.
all right, everyone sets up for camp.
Yep.
Yeet.
We're gonna
Alright.
leave the math to the guy that has an intelligence score.
I'm taking the rations out of my thing.
You take the rations
gonna
out of
need-
your inventory. Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna need more rations.
We have the ration haver.
Rations are heavy. They go in the bag of holding. We need more rations.
You need more rations? Now,
I'm already
presume
down to half of the amount I had since
I,
the
I
end
mean,
of
I've
last
got-
game.
I gave her
I've got-
14 of them. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, and 12 of those are already gone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Such is the
Gosh.
life of 2 days.
Gorge.
Thank God, thank God someone in our party doesn't need to eat, or else all 14 would have been gone.
Right?
That's
Okay,
that
and
is
thankfully
true.
tomorrow we'll make it.
Jeez Louise. Okay. That's all fine and dandy. That's all good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Shears just nerd pitches a ration at everyone.
Yeet. Yeet. Everyone gets a ration. You get a ration. You get a ration. And it's
Shear
time.
the Oprah of rations.
Time.
Yeah.
Time for me to check something. Because y'all are gonna be coming up. Wait, I gotta set the calendar date. Hold on. It's the second day of Hammer.
Second day of hammer.
Come
Time to get
on.
hammered.
So it would be about, I'd say about
Hammered with what?
8 p.m.
Wow.
Oop. Cool. All right. It is the second day of Hammer. That's the time. Second day. Second to Hammer. 1493 DR. And it's about to be nighttime.
I'm setting up alarm.
You're setting up alarm again? All right. Mark
Yes,
it down on
that is going to be the thing that happens almost every night, unless I actually need to change that specific spell slot to something else.
Cool. Mark it down. Mark that spell slot down. Nothing. Wait.
Ritual casting.
Let me see something here. Boop. I'm going to be rolling a bunch of dice that'll make you seem like I'm actually doing something, but it's actually not.
It's gonna stress me out anyway, don't worry.
Look, maybe only the first result matters, or maybe only the last result matters. You don't know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
It was only the first result. You're fine. The night continues without worry. Although you hear the chirping of birds and the buzzing of mosquitoes, you are unharmed for the night. And now, it's the third of Hammer, at about 8 a.m. Everyone's waking up.
On the third day of Hammer, my true love gave to me 3 hammers.
Yeah?
I only have one, I'm sorry.
You think you're his true love?
No, but I can't because I only have one.
What?
Right here, everybody. Time to get up, rise and shine. Time to do the things that we need to do, because we need to do the things. Apparently.
How far are we from Daggerford at the moment?
If I use this, you're about a day's worth of travel away from Daggerford.
Oh, we're so close.
So we'll get there at the end of the day, or we'll get there during the day?
During the day.
Cool.
8 hours from now.
We can eat at an inn then. Or you guys can eat at an inn.
Mm-hmm.
I can look for a horse.
You can. You can, in fact, look for a horse.
A horse. My kingdom for a horse.
Of course.
All right. Y'all want to continue with your travel?
Yeah.
What's your marching
While
order?
we're in town.
Marching orders in the party sheet. Everything looks good in the party sheet. Cool. Nothing happens.
Yeah. When we get to Daggerford, Velkin's gonna use lucid form to just look like a regular dude.
You're gonna look like a regular dude and not an undead?
Yeah.
So,
Like,
describe
the horns are gonna disappear. Yeah, the horns disappear, the ears round off to look more human, the skin tone changes to he just looks like a regular human.
Oh shit, it's a white guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Did he change
Valken.
his name to Steve?
No, his name is Selkin now.
He could.
Selkin. I presume, like, Scorb looks to the left and is like,
Alright, Valken, we gotta go. Oh my god!
Who the hell are you?
Are you? Is this what you looked like before? Before you? Oh, no,
No,
you still
the
stink.
other.
You still stink.
The horns are the normal look. This is the wander around in town, so nobody gets vicious look.
Oh. Hey, not everyone gets that luxury. You know.
You get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Really? I always hated going into towns. That's why I stayed in the forest. And then the forest, it's kind of also terrible, if we're being real.
I'm sure if you let Hubris paint you, people will be perfectly fine with you being there.
What color would he paint me?
I don't know. I'll leave that up to him.
Hubris, what color would you paint me?
Why would I paint upon perfection?
Oh, I never thought of that.
Why would you paint a what?
Why would he paint
Paint
upon
upon
perfection?
I give you 5 points for that. That was actually pretty smooth.
I give Scorb a little head pat.
Huh. Is there anything else we need here? Because I got.
Food, rest, more
Rations.
booze.
I'm gonna need to get some vials. As many as I can honestly carry. We're gonna need some rations, the horse, the cart, the vials. Does anyone else need anything?
Not that I can afford.
I need alcohol, but I'll get that myself. I'll probably go to the tavern and see if there's any gossip going around. That's always some hot stuff.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Does anyone have a map of the Sword Coast? Because I feel like we could actually stand to plan our travels a little better. Maybe.
What about that
Many of
ethereal
us-
one that's floating above us?
Nah.
What?
Your nose starts
See, what
bleeding.
you
Your
gotta
nose
do is
starts bleeding.
you gotta open up your menu and look at the HUD. I mean, that's how it works, right?
Hubris,
Can
your
any of
nose
you
starts
read a
bleeding.
map?
I know a number of languages and I did not understand anything you just said.
That's not
But the
even
question
internal,
is,
I
are any of us intelligent enough to read a map?
think. Exactly my question.
Cough,
Well-
cough.
Just cause like I might not seem the smartest, just doesn't mean I don't know things. It's just I tend to, have a fixate on one particular thing for too long, and then
This-
get bored of it.
This sounds like Shear's just getting more work later on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll go book the rooms, get myself some booze, look at some hot gossip. Anything else? What I want to come with?
Oh, we're
Oh,
also
let's go.
gonna need lanterns. I feel like
Lanterns.
grabbing a couple lanterns would actually be pretty good.
Why do we need lanterns? We can all see in the dark here.
No, they can't.
Because if we
Okay.
get horses, we're gonna need to be able to have the horses see.
Oh,
Would
In-
we
in
travel
dark.
at night?
I mean, we can if need be.
I'd prefer not to.
And also points to winter. They still have difficulties in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At least one of us needs a light. And if we get multiple horses, they will also need a light.
That is a fair point.
And if need be, it would kind of be good to have. If we can't set up a campfire, we can at least have a light for watches and whatnot as well.
Yes.
It could also help and let us know if there's anyone nearby, because depending on how we set up the lanterns, we can see the shadows going through, areas.
Mm-hmm.
I've still got a bunch of torches, but yeah, maybe a lantern would be a better option. I don't know. Maybe?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, we could much easier affix a lantern to the cart rather than have a stiff breeze blow and watch the torch light the whole thing ablaze.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too.
You got this really. You really got this, figured out.
It does, yeah.
God, I
That's cool. Although, counterpoint, and it's very important, I raise my hand. I use prestidigitation to make a fart appear in front of Velkin's nose.
Why?
a fart?
Yeah, I create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint music noise, or an odd odor. I'm going to use prestidigitation to fart in your face.
Okay, I got.
Walk up to the tavern.
You okay?
What the
I don't
fuck?
breathe. Like,
You still can smell.
yeah, but I don't need to inhale. That's the problem.
You just fart in his face for no reason.
Yep.
All right, so you said you're gonna find a tavern.
Yep.
All right. you
Did we
split
find
off.
the tavern that we were at Daggerford before, right?
Yep, but the tavern that you were at is previously
Mhm.
Is condemned.
Yes.
a little bit.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I still think we own this place. Put a lien on it through the mayor's office. I think that'll be payment enough.
This police
That's how
tape
it works,
out
right?
in front.
I mean, it's kind of just predisposed at the moment.
There's police tape on the door. I mean, if I can hear what's just like, that sign can't stop me. I can't read.
Pretty much.
No, I definitely
Pretty
can read.
much.
This is just not music notes. It's not a score. Therefore, he can't read it.
Oh goodness. Okay.
I took comprehend languages and I still can't read.
All right.
Wow.
So to delineate a little bit, you get enough supplies. It's all.
Yes.
I'm presuming you are looking for rations. You're looking for a horse. Let me see how much a horse would cost. What are the economics of a horse?
Too
I
much.
think it was like 50 gold.
Economics.
It would be a draft horse, I believe.
Yes.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Average price 50 gold, yeah.
Cool. Cool. A draft horse, 50 gold. 50 gold. You would probably need a couple of them because not their carrying capacity, but you would need a couple to tow a cart. A
But there's
cart?
some carts that can only need one horse.
Yes. And you also have a party of 7
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that are
See.
that
6.5.
Yeah.
But
Let's
you have a
see, the
party of
draft horse-
6.5 with varying weights. Ow, cat.
Yeah. Looking at it, the draft horse looks like it has a cargo weight of 540.
Mm-hmm.
The basic cart in the book is 200 pounds. The horse can carry one horse with a cart can carry a Velkin and one other person, and that's it.
Yeah, we
I'd
were
say-
going to-
I'd say if you were taking carts, you would either need 2 carts or 2 horses with an extra large cart.
Oh, pardon, I didn't fucking count for my gear. No, it can carry a Velkin. That's it.
only Belkin.
Yep.
The boy weighs 200. The gear total weighs 100. So it's just like he and the cart are the horse.
Yep.
So what I'm hearing is that we eventually need to trade out our draft horses for war horses. Got it.
I love how your cleric is literally half your size.
So
Winter
I'm
does
going
not weigh much.
before I do buy these horses and cart. I'm going to find everyone else, get some more money because we're gonna need more horses.
All right. How much money do y'all have as a group?
Not a lot.
Winter gave me a lot of money, but it's not going to be enough for the
Mhm.
supplies we need for travel, for the lanterns, the vials, the 2 horses in the cart.
The 3 of you
Can
don't
I
have
just-
500
how
bucks
much
between
money?
you?
How much money is all of that?
Well, the 2 horses are going to be about 100 gold, unless I can have you come with me and you do the haggling.
I was getting rooms first, but if you want me to do that, yeah, I'll come along and do some haggling.
According to the party sheet, y'all have 417 gold.
Most of that is in my inventory.
Yep. So, that's the amount of gold that y'all are working with. Scorb has 10.
We're
got
not taking
25.
we're not taking his money. That's his money. We're not touching that.
That's fair.
Falcon's got a point, though. We might want to look for someone who's already traveling to Waterdeep.
Oh, we could make some coin with that as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Could hitch a ride, or get an escort job.
Escort
Yeah.
job, you
Make
say?
more money.
Not that escort.
Actually, that
Yeah.
would be a good idea. I'll leave Hubris alone for the time being. I will first look for any form of escort job, or if there's any guards that know of any caravans that are going to be heading over to Waterdeep.
Yeah, let me do something real quick. That's a 100.
Nice.
So this guard kind of you walk up to this guard and he kind of stands at attention. What can I do for you, sir?
Yeah, I'm wondering if you know any merchants that are going to be traveling to Waterdeep for any form of escort work. We were here previously. I'm not sure if any of your guys have talked around. We're the ones that basically brought up the issue about the tavern before it got closed down.
I believe I heard of that. Yes, some attack.
Yeah. There was a lot of undead in the basement. I almost didn't survive it.
Ah, jeez. Glad you took care of it. Well, we do. Well, there are a couple of merchants that will be making their way not to Waterdeep, but to Neverwinter. I'm sure they will be stopping at Waterdeep, at least for a short while. And if you need to, you can fulfill at least half of that.
That's actually fantastic. If they plan on stopping at Waterdeep for a bit, we plan on going over to Neverwinter. So if me and my crew need to head on over after Waterdeep, we can go ahead and do that if need be.
Yeah. Some kind of tournament or something in Neverwinter. Really weird.
Yeah.
I thought they didn't do them anymore, but after, well, the last guy. But apparently they're running another tournament in Neverwinter. They're trying to make up for the goodwill that they lost the last time. So. Not the...
Good to know, actually. Thank you for that.
Yeah. That's actually why they're moving to Neverwinter in the first place. There's lots of... what's the word? Lots of economic interest in the tournament.
That makes a lot of sense. So, last thing, I'm sorry for bothering you so much today. You wouldn't happen to know where this merchant is, would you?
This merchant? Well, you can find him couple blocks down. Then you make a right. Shouldn't miss him.
I'm assuming big fancy cart.
Yep.
Thanks for the help, man. And I'm gonna flick him a gold piece.
Wow. Oh, thank you. This really isn't needed.
Look, I'm not gonna ask you to do something for free. You helped me out. I help you out.
This is
have
a lot,
fun.
though. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep.
You just gave him $100.
You're right.
That's fine. He helped me out. We're gonna be making a lot more soon.
Yeah. A bunch of vagrants run into a 7-Eleven, ask for whatever bounties that are available in the area, and then leave a $500 tip.
Pretty much.
All right. And if you don't mind, I'm going to take a break for a split second. Give me 1 second.
One.
Hug your face, chat.
Hug your face, chat. You're very loved and appreciated.
It's true.
These are-
Thank you again for the raid, Nat19, if you're still there.
I think there's a couple people that are still hanging around, but yeah.
Couple people. It's pretty good.
Yeah, no. So this is just my synopsis of that situation. Sheer knows good work. Getting information is, in some cases, difficult, and he's not going to take time out of this man's job to potentially get him in trouble just to ask for information and not give him anything out of it.
That's
Yeah,
valid.
that's a pretty good point.
And of course, if the merchant doesn't make it all the way to Waterdeep, we get a free cart.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is so messed up. But free cart though?
It's so
I
fucked
was
up.
going to say, is he wrong?
No.
What are we deliberating?
Nothing.
If the merchant doesn't make it to Waterdeep, we get a free cart.
Or never
That
winter.
is messed up.
I mean, even if something does happen to the horses, I think for about, let me see, how long does this last? For an hour, I can pull the cart.
Dare I ask?
Don't worry about it. Hopefully, I don't have to use it because I don't want to have to use it. I want to save this for later.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm back.
Or actually, I might have
Alright.
something else that could help.
All right, I'm back. What's up?
That'll help us later.
Welcome back. We missed you.
Welcome back.
Bah. Bah, 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 bah.
We're plotting morbid things. It's fine.
Cool. Cool.
We're not plotting.
We're
hoping.
scheming. There's a difference.
You could do both at once.
You're scheming.
Potato, potato.
You're scheming.
Yeah, I'm scheming. I know. I'm scheming. I got some schemes I'm doing.
You got some schemes you're doing? Okay.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
I'm
All right.
I'm doing a scheme. And that scheme is I'll be right back.
Bruh, you could have gone more. Okay.
You monster.
Okay. So, continuing without hubris because he doesn't get the luxury of everyone waiting for him.
He
So-
is at the bar. It's fine.
So, I'm presuming y'all are going to make contact with the merchants that you have.
Sounds
What's the
good.
word? You all right?
Yeah, I'd bring that information to everyone else before heading over to the merchant.
All right. You meet with the merchant. They are a elven woman named Fayrith. And they kind of explain the situation that they're looking for defense against potential bandits, looters, stuff like that. And they're willing to pay good gold to at least have you protect them for about half of the way.
We can do that.
We're pretty good at keeping people alive. Well, one of us is.
I know. Somehow Scorb and I survived that last encounter, so it's fine.
You're right.
Any,
Which is how you
Half of
survive.
that was your fault.
anyway,
Listen.
apologies for the interruption, ma'am. If
Oh,
you're
no-
willing to pay,
no
we're
problem.
willing to work.
All right. The price for the job would be, because it's a big investment, about 200 gold.
Oh god damn.
Yep. Big investment.
Cool.
Cool. Hold on, let me see here. Are the reactive images not updating? Someone say
No,
something.
they're working.
Looks like they're working to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, that was weird. Okay, cool. Alrighty.
Well, we have our ticket out of here. Before walking away, I would ask her, what time are we leaving in the morning?
Oh, we are, planning on leaving this morning, and we'll be leaving at about 8 o'clock sharp.
Got it.
What do you mean tomorrow? We're leaving today.
Oh god. In which case, I would, since we don't have to get horses right now, thank God, I would just get the normal supplies.
Alright.
The rations. I really need to get some vials.
Vials, specifically?
Yes. And I will be keeping them in the bag of holding. I really need to get some vials.
Alright. So rations are about 5 silver pieces a ration. So
Yep. Part for the course.
how many days of rations are you getting?
Looking at what I have in my inventory here, I have 23 rations. We're gonna be on a cart. I will get every day 6 rations. I will get.
Would you like some assistance?
I'll get 10 days of rations per person. So that's gonna be 60 rations.
By the way, just so that I can keep it, this is her name. Faerith
with
Vanellis.
Thank you so much.
She is
But yeah,
just a high elven woman.
I'm going to get 60 rations because it's 1 gold for 2. That's going to be 30 gold.
60 rations, damn. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just do a thing. Let me just go into the party sheet. Let me drop this. We just plop, and then let me just set this number to 60. Then you can drag that over.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Remember, you can shift drag.
Mm-hmm.
Shift drag to drag the whole stack.
Ah, okay, understood.
Cool. You got him. You got a bunch of rations. And dock 30 gold from your sheet.
Already did.
Cool.
I will also buy 50 vials.
50 vials?
Yes.
Let me check how much a vial costs.
1 gold.
Correct. All right, you're gonna dock 50 gold from your sheet.
Yep, it's gonna be a long-term investment, but I'm gonna need it.
All right. Let me go to the party sheet, and I'm gonna put 50 vials in there.
I'd ask, but I kind of want to just see it happen.
What are you planning?
Don't worry about it.
Your doom.
And
Alright.
I just took the gold off as well.
Cool. All right. Drag those into your sheet so it's not in hammer space.
I dragged them 1 by 1.
We're gonna be here all day.
We are going to be
50
here all day
vials.
if you keep doing that. Let me also, just because I might need them, I'm going to drag something to the combat tracker. Let me just do this.
Could it possibly?
Let me just, don't mind this commoner that is now on the combat tracker. That y'all are going to have to take care of.
Look at that. We're babysitting.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah, sure. And also, kind of a loaded question for any other clerics in the party. How are y'all, y'all stop and get some diamonds, potentially?
Yeah.
You think we can afford diamonds?
That's
I think we can afford 500 gold of diamonds.
Not
300 for
500
Revivify.
gold, but like a 300 gold one, maybe.
Hold on. No.
We can't afford that, buddy.
I mean, I'm looking in the party sheet, and there's enough. It's just spread across everyone. I'm just saying.
We're
might
not
wanna-
taking Scorb's money.
It's not
You might
even
wanna
including
refresh.
Scorb's money.
You might want to refresh the party sheet because
I
you
did.
just bought a bunch of shit.
I did. Y'all still have enough gold.
It's not showing anything in the party sheet to me.
Yeah, because we can't see any of that stuff because that is private.
Yep. Look, all I'm saying is that there's definitely enough gold between the 6 of y'all, and maybe, I don't know, potentially, y'all could get a...
I do need a diamond for Revivify.
Booze.
It's a shame you're not a high enough level cleric to just steal it from you in another timeline.
Right? Future self be like, oh, I forgot I did that. Damn it.
If we do need a diamond, I can give you what I have left of my gold. I have 67 gold. I'm not sure how much gold you have.
I have 161 gold.
So just between the two of us, we would still be short by a decent bit.
Yeah.
My 25 wouldn't bring it up much.
I think
I
the
got enough to finish
remainder.
off of that.
Okay, Hubris can do that. I have the starting money, and that is what I have procured.
But booze. I need to think about that first.
Wait. Okay, we could try
hopefully
selling.
We can.
Hold on.
We can hopefully find a diamond.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for offering us this job. He's gonna kind of bring us to the side. How about that little great axe that we got that we don't really like? How about we just sell that to someone else?
That sounds like we
That's-
don't let people have that.
Yeah, that thing is bad news.
Who
I mean,
cares?
in all honesty, Scorb, I was gonna just take this thing home over to Neverwinter. They kind of sometimes,
Mhm.
depending on the season, if you turn in a cursed magic item, you might get paid for taking it off the streets.
Mhm. But that is also in Neverwinter, so that is an investment for later.
Don't they have like a temple here somewhere? Maybe?
Do we remember seeing a temple anywhere when we were here?
Roll perception? Perception?
Would I remember if there was a temple here?
You would roll it with advantage then. I'm easily convinced.
I don't think there's a temple here.
Winter, if you wanted to, you could roll a perception with advantage to see if there was a temple. That would take cursed magic items.
I'm working on it.
Oh, let me bring up Daggerford's page.
I mean, I've totally not been here a couple hundred times.
Advantage did nothing for me.
That's a 9. You poor bean.
Is this gonna be?
I
This
rolled
is gonna
a
be like.
3 and a 5.
This is gonna be like my other fighter, isn't it? Where I'm the one that rolls well.
Well, you do find a tower. You find Morning Glow Tower, which is a temple that is dedicated to Aminator. So you do not know if they would accept cursed magic items, though. It's just a temple.
Just walk in and be like, "Hey, you'll take bad magic things."
I mean, you never know.
if you don't ask, you never will know.
Mm-hmm. Nothing
Honestly,
ventured.
what Sheer said is basically his knowledge about like massive temples in massive cities. Just like they tend to have a thing for this going on every now and then.
Yeah. Well, I suppose this situation is a nothing ventured, nothing gained kind of moment.
Yeah, I guess.
If we can get some money for it, then
You
I got a
know.
question. The honest one here.
Yeah.
Why do we give a fuck if it's cursed or not? Just sell it.
You really want to just make it so that someone random on the street is gonna potentially decapitate somebody that is an innocent bystander or their friend.
Yeah. We're gonna get a job
if
later.
they
We're gonna have
bought
to
a
come
magic
back
item,
here.
If they bought a magic item, it's up to them to do their due diligence about what this magic item can do.
Look, I
Okay,
do not
but,
feel
like,
comfortable with
Frankly, I'm the
passing that
seller at that
responsibility
point
onto
for not
someone else.
identifying the curse.
Okay,
It's not our problem anymore.
Okay, but like, I get what you're saying, but also Sheer, who like looks at magic items and like hammers them a whole bunch, he couldn't even see that it was cursed.
Yeah, curses have a thing to where they don't show up when people take a good look at them with magic.
Huh.
Hmm.
Maybe
It's kind of the thing that's with curses.
maybe this is why he flunked.
No, it's more
Yeah.
like the reason is I don't want to tell you at the moment, and frankly, we're gonna get more money for turning something in that's not cursed.
Hmm.
So, just sell it as if it's not cursed.
Well, you see, this fun little axe here just makes it so that you just see red.
I'm
Not a
not
s-
selling this to potentially have someone kill everyone around me.
Yeah.
That's
If
not
we
happening.
didn't know, I wouldn't feel as bad about selling it. But we
That-
know
that-
what it does, and we know it's bad, so that's pretty much just like straight up. That's like going up to somebody, telling them, knowing that you have cheap swill, but you're selling it off as high, as like top
Yes.
shelf wine.
There's
I've
also the
done that
fact
before.
that
It's pretty good. I
There's-
got
there's
some
a-
good wine out of it.
there's also the fact that now that I know, and if this comes back to me, I could be in a lot of trouble. Like
Mhm.
I could lose my guild
Oh, this is-
license. I can get arrested, most likely by my
Oh,
own
there's.
children.
Oh, okay. So it's a legal issue then.
Oh yeah, no, like my entire life would be ruined.
Oh,
I
okay,
wouldn't
yeah,
be able to
my
sell
bad.
anything ever again.
I didn't know it was a legal issue. I thought it was more of a moral issue, and that's always
It's
shades
both.
of gray.
They could with the best way to explain this, hubris. If I sell this knowing that this is cursed and that information goes back to the guild office and that information comes back to me, then one, I will be wanted in almost every city. I would never be able to sell or buy anything from any merchant in any city. And a lot of people, most likely my own children, will be hunting me down to put me in prison.
Mhm.
I do
See,
not
okay,
want
but-
any of that.
Who says you're selling it?
See, if it was a moral issue, that axe would already be long gone, and we'd already have the money.
I am inclined to disagree with that statement, but
I am also going to disagree with that statement.
On this note, I'm going to wait. Did we get rooms for the night? I don't remember.
I was about to do that, but we keep having these conversations, and nobody, you know.
We need to get rooms. I need time to do
You're
things.
an adult. You don't have to raise your hand and ask permission if you want to go.
I'm not. It's not that. It's mainly someone came around. I believe, but she came around and asked me to give him some help, and then they didn't need my help, so we're out of here at the moment. I'll go get the
I'm
I'm
rooms.
sorry about that. As Sheer walks away
Oh, good.
into a tavern to get us some rooms.
No, don't.
Wow.
I'll get the rooms. Shia, don't.
At least give
I'm
me the axe so
already-
I can check with this temple and see if they'll take it or not.
Ask them
You can-
first. I'm already walking away.
Well, I
Fuck.
will get that. Shia, you should really let me do that though.
You should probably catch up because I'm already gone.
You should probably catch up because I'm already.
accelerate on myself, increase my movement speed by 30 feet.
Sheer,
Get
Sheer,
there
you
before
start running, and then you just hear meow from Hubris as a white flash goes by you. And
I walk in.
Hubris-
It's just like, oh, you caught up. Nice.
Yeah. Hello there, nice little innkeep. I'd like how many of we sharing rooms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3
Would it be
rooms?
would it be cheaper if we shared rooms?
Yes.
It'd be cheaper if we shared rooms, but I'm gonna have a room to myself.
Wow.
Wow. And also it's
I'm
7.
paying for it.
Well, 6.5.
There's 7 people?
Yes, there's.
So yeah, I'd like 4 rooms, please. And if it will help alleviate some of the payments, for one of the rooms, I am a bard of great renown. I believe your fine establishment would profit very much for my stay here for this night. If
Sheer
you would
leans over
allow
his
me to
shoulder.
perform.
Sheer leans over his shoulder and whispers in his ear. I'm not done fixing your instrument yet.
That's fine. I've got this.
He's paying him an exposure.
Oh god.
I got this. Don't worry, I can increase. I don't even guarantee. I will make sure that you make a fuck ton of money if you can maybe waive off my food and drink for the night. And just give us the rooms.
This orcish woman looks you up and down. Hubris, roll a persuasion check.
I will. I will roll a persuasion check, and I'm going to use charming words to add a d6.
It would be so fucking funny if you botched it.
It will be. Persuasion?
Yep. 19. You are disgusting.
It's actually really good.
She looks you up and down and is like, great renowned, hey?
Yeah. They don't call me Hubris for nothing. I'm definitely the best.
Hubris.
Ugh.
Rather fitting.
Well, thank you. A try.
Mm-hmm.
The orcish woman hears a facepalm behind Hubris.
I think we
She-
heard that from down the street.
You
Pretty
most likely
sure.
did.
Anyways, this orcish woman looks at you. All right. You're not getting the free room, but because you're cute, you get food off for the day. That's it.
Thank you very much. I thank you very kindly. Such a beautiful creature would have that much compassion to take that much pity on me.
All right, don't flatter me. I'm just an innkeep.
I am so sorry for him. I can pull him away if need be. That way he doesn't embarrass you or himself any further.
It's fine. It's fine. I deal with his type all day. All right.
I am so sorry.
He's a dime a dozen. All right. You get the rooms. Hubris, you have your food taken off for the day because she thought you were pretty. And that's about it.
Hey,
Because he is
how
pretty.
much is that?
Because food's basically like rations. They were the rations.
No.
It depends on what
How
type
much
of
is the
food.
rooms?
What kind of tavern? I'm gonna say it's about a gold that's taken off of your tab.
Okay.
A gold taken off the tab, but
Yep.
how much are the rooms?
How much are the rooms? They are. I completely forgot. I forgot what kind of. Yeah, what kind of. What kind of rates they go for? Let me check.
I think like what it's 1 to 2 gold a night for a room.
That makes sense.
Depends on the
full.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an okay quality, so I'm gonna say.
Could
It's
be
about a
anywhere
gold a
from
night.
silvers to a gold.
Gold a night for
A
all
gold a
of you.
night?
So
All right. I'll go down from 58 to 54.
cool. You go down to 54 gold.
You know what? I'll go down to 53. I'll give her a little extra tip.
So the amount that was taken off of your tab goes to her tip.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a smart thing to do.
The art of the deal.
Yep.
All right. And Temple
I
Squad.
am going to be performing tonight, so if I do make any money, it'll be worth it. So as long as I make 5 gold, it's good. Probably not.
All right. So yawning. Okay. Temple Squad. You walk into the temple, and let me change the music that I can just do now, like this. Hello? Music?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Did you
Oh,
break it?
No, I just had a startup. There we go. That's ominous. Hold on. There we go.
Damn.
That's better.
That first
Oh,
soundtrack is just
whiplash.
playing in Velkin's head as he gets close to it.
All right, you walk into the temple. This is a temple of Aminator. Aminator? I don't know how to say their name, but it is the... Look it up. It's the Morning Glow Tower. It's kind of really stunning. You see, there is someone that can attend to you at the temple. What can I do for you? Welcome to the Morning Glow Tower.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
We were hoping that we might be able to drop off a cursed axe with you for destruction, so that it does not get in the hands of someone who would use it for not good things.
A cursed magic item. Well, we certainly can take that off your hands. May I see it? Or, well, not may I see it. Could you put it on this pedestal for me?
I'll be right back.
I do that.
Did you not have it because...
I was asking Sheer for it. I was asking him to drop it off, but it was already gone. He was already gone.
Sheer, after this exchange, you just hear a... and then...
Axe, now!
Just pulls it out of the bag, hands it to them. Don't
Alright,
do
thank
anything stupid with it.
Just gonna get from point A to point B. Bye!
Bye.
By the way, Eravon, you grabbed the axe, right?
Yeah. I'm not attuning to it if that's what you're asking.
I know you're not. Willingly.
Oh, fuck you.
Don't fucking dare.
Hey, Eravon.
Yeah.
You grabbed that axe with kind of great attention. Roll a wisdom save.
It's fine.
Why didn't Sheer have to roll a wisdom save?
Because he was kind of just passing it over. And
I
also,
wasn't touching it directly because I had it covered.
Eravon, you grab the axe, and it's a very nice axe. Really, like, you understand the dwarven construction of it. It's glorious. It's fine. It's amazing. You love this axe. You're attuned to
It's
it
another
now.
Heading back over to the temple.
I was gonna say, another question is, does Eravon come back?
You're still heading back. You're still heading back to the temple.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Eravon, give me the axe.
About that.
Well, round 2, huh?
Okay, hold still. I do the same thing to Eravon. I grab one hand on the axe and one hand on his hand and just remove curse.
Eravon, roll another. Okay, first. Winter, roll a. Let's see. Roll a spellcasting ability check.
Which is just wisdom, right?
Yes. Roll a wisdom check. Try to get above a 10 and you can give him advantage.
I'm dying in the background.
Alright. So, Eravon, roll a wisdom save with advantage. There you
Hey,
go.
total opposite of the spectrum.
Oh,
There are
Good.
numbers between 1 and 20.
No, there's not.
So, maybe because it hadn't tightened its grips into you just yet, you're able to quickly unattune from the item and... Wait, you don't like this axe that much.
yoink.
Oh god, is that what it felt like? Is that... Oh, man.
I
Place
cannot
it
believe
on
you
the
let
pedestal.
That happen. How fucking dare. I smack him
I'm
on the
sorry.
arm.
I'm sorry, I was in a hurry. I wasn't thinking.
I put the axe on the pedestal.
Oh,
See,
thank you. She's going
That's
to
good.
look over the item. She's going to look over its construction, looking for any curse possibilities. This is a very well-made axe, but looking here,
So it gets you.
And very
Yeah.
cursed. Ask
yeah,
these two.
Mm.
yeah. And
See, it's a good thing I didn't have to beat him up on purpose this time.
so we can take this. She will go in the back. She will grab a couple of holy cloths. She will wrap up the axe in the hilt of its blade. We can take this, and we're really glad that you could take it, or that you can bring it to us, because if someone had sold this item, it could potentially, well, it could cause great harm.
That's what we said.
But it is we
Crazy.
can see if we can get the curse removed and keep all of the positive aspects of this axe in hand.
Turn it into a regular +1 axe. That would be interesting.
What's a +1
That would be
axe?
handy.
Don't worry about it.
Belkin's nose starts bleeding profusely.
Yep.
He doesn't have blood.
It dusts. I don't know.
One
right.
eye drifts off.
All right. The axe is taken from you, and as a reward for bringing us this axe, we actually can give you a portion of what the axe's value is as, well, a reward. She goes in the back. You hear kind of some rustling, and you hear, not rustling, but you hear them getting coin prepared. And then you hear a lot of it being prepared as she brings out a hefty chest of coin.
All right, strong boys, you get to take that.
Yup. I'm more impressed that she got it out here by herself.
Well, she actually, noting, she had a couple of other people helping her bring the chest.
Okay. I was gonna say, this is
Good
the most
lord.
buff cleric ever.
No, she's just
I was gonna say
she's
would
just
take
a service
couple-
person.
We could take a couple of diamonds instead
Diamonds?
for Revivify.
Oh, well, would you... This is only about enough for 1 diamond. Would you rather take the rest in change?
That'll work.
All right. So, you are going to get one 300 gold diamond,
Yay.
and the rest of y'all are going to get 200 gold.
Woo-wee.
That was a quarter of the value of that axe. A quarter.
Good lord.
Yeah. Berserk weapons are fucking expensive.
Yep.
How do I never mind.
You're adding the gold?
Not the gold. I'm adding the diamond to my inventory.
I can grab an item or a diamond, and I can
Thank you.
diamond. Ow, don't freaking bite me.
Do it.
One shiny rock. Putting that in my pocket.
I'll put the rock in my pocket. All right, let me.
It's
Oh,
a good
mean.
thing. It's a good thing I kept on kept a hold of that then, huh?
I'm going to also edit this. Let me edit the name. Worth 300 GP.
I think you should be able to just edit the cost on the item too.
On the item?
Yeah.
Yo, that one's shared. Well, subtype gemstone. Oh, wait. It's also better because whenever you get to better GP diamonds for like raised dead, or like if you need diamond dust for like greater
Dust
restoration.
Rebellion?
No, not the Diamond Dust Rebellion.
Not yet. Couple more months.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
So, did you add the gold to your sheet as well? Or do you want me to split it evenly?
No, I thought you said 200 to the rest of you, so I assumed I just got the diamond.
Oh, okay. Let me 200. 200 gold in the party sheet. If you want, I can just.
Oh, that's 200 split for everyone.
If you want, but also this is the temple group.
Got it.
Do you just add it to your sheet, Winter?
I dragged and dropped, but it's still the gold will still stay in the party sheet unless you get rid of it.
Let me check. Oh. Yep, you have 361 gold. I'm gonna delete it. Cool.
Yeah, for some reason, certain things don't disappear from the party sheet. I don't quite understand why.
That's weird.
It happens.
Life is weird.
I get that. All right, you are able to pawn off that Berserker Great Axe. Unfortunately, Hubris was right. You would get about 1,000 if you have sold it for even half value. But you did the moral thing. You did the good guy thing.
Yay!
You got good boy points.
Is that
You
enough
got
for
brownies.
inspiration?
Sure. Take an inspiration for not endangering all of Daggerford.
Yay!
Alrighty. That's funny. All right. And let me. Are all of y'all done for the day? Or are we
There's
doing
one
performing?
last thing I would like to do before tomorrow pops up.
All right.
So, as Sheer is in his room, he's going to pull out his crossbow, and he's just gonna hover his arms like palms up for a moment as there's just a line of his tools, magical, like ethereal tools pop up as they start working on his crossbow, and then there's just dust that falls from it. He pulls out a glass-looking bottle with multiple corks in it as the tools start working on that, and then that glows for a little bit, and it proceeds to stop glowing as the tools continue to work. And that's all I'm doing.
You're making stuff.
I am switching out one of my infusion features at the moment.
You're making stuff. You're making a lot of stuff.
There's something Erevan probably would have stopped to grab on, like between the temple and getting back to the tavern.
All right. What would you have grabbed?
Sword Coast map.
You're gonna
I
grab a
brought up
map.
the idea for a reason. Yep.
All right. A map shouldn't cost too much, right? Right.
Maybe.
Who knows?
It's a gold.
Easy enough.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
A map, and in terms of like the amount of the Sword Coast that you get, you're gonna get about from Neverwinter to Baldur's Gate. Let me try and make a good marker. But let me.
Where is Baldur's Gate? Oh yeah, it's all the fucking way down there.
Get something like this.
Yeah, that's good enough.
That'll
And
do.
so that I can zoom out for the player view so they understand the scale of the map. It's a very, very broad map. This is how big the map is. And this is how big the map is that they're getting.
Mhm. Somebody at the Cartographers Guild was really bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a lot.
They must have had
I'm
some
abroad,
insane
and
wisdom.
tomorrow.
And-
Someone at the Cartographers Guild must have had some insane wisdom to make a map this detailed and thorough.
And to get, to kind of put it into perspective, Winter's home is barely on this map, on the player map.
Nice.
Like, it's barely there. So, neat little bit of trivia. Let me bring y'all back to Daggerford.
You can't, in fact, see your house from here.
I cannot.
Well, I mean, you can barely see it, but no. All right. That sounds good. So, Y'all good? Actually, Hubers, you were performing for the night, right?
Yeah, I am.
Show us your moves. Show us your moves.
All right. Show us your moves.
Okie
Roll a
Show us
performance
my
check.
moves.
Roll a performance
Alright.
check.
Before I do my performance, I want to do some various things.
Okay.
I do have this spell. It's called Prestidigitation. I might have been using it a lot.
Let me set the background music to something different.
I can use Prestidigitation to do 3 things. I'm going to use it to make faint musical notes, a drum beat, and I'm going to have like multicolor lights just go on the just go underneath me where I'm performing, as I am both dancing and singing.
Okay, instead of advantage, put a +5 into your modifier window. Even though it's functionally the same, put a +5 into your modifier window and then roll performance.
I'm going to also add charming words to this.
How many times can you use charming words a day?
A number of long times per long rest equal to my proficiency bonus. So 3 at the moment, and I've only used 1.
Equal to your prof bone. Cool.
Yep. I need to edit that because I've had it at 2.
All right, go for it. Put your charming words effect. And then roll a performance check.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. I will add the effect. I'll add a +5. Can I politely ask Vada to do some more prestidigitations?
She doesn't care for your antics right now.
Okay. That's fair.
21.
Try to run.
Because you're disgusting. I'm going to roll a die to determine how much gold you get for the night. Because everyone's very, very happy with you. Your performance is doing pretty good. That's funny. You get 5 gold for the night.
I broke even, baby.
You broke even. The art of the deal.
Look at him go.
Spend 5 gold to make 5 gold. I got
Alright.
a free lunch.
You did.
Yay!
You did get a free lunch. All right. That's about it. And I'm going to roll a thing. Okay.
Look how he's throwing dice.
Y'all are long resting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then first thing in the morning, we're going to go catch our ride.
Cool. Let me give y'all a long rest so that all of y'all spell slot users in winter can regain your spell slots.
Me.
But
Yay.
I used the 2nd level.
yeah, you did. So Velkin, you don't get this dream. Everyone else, the same familiar nightmare that has come to racks your mind again. The feeling that all of your flesh is burning off of your body. And there's a key detail that's starting to familiarize itself. You see the skeletal hand reaching towards you, but Winter, roll a wisdom check.
Oh,
Winter, you begin to understand that the fact that you're not really able to move your body before in this dream, it isn't that it's not that you can move your body, but it's that time itself has stopped for a moment, but you're just aware of everything that's happening. Everything's happening. A hand is beginning to reach towards you, and you can't move. At least so you think. I guess your left hand instinctually moves. It feels rather slow, as if you're not used to operating within this amount or this state of time, but you're able to move ever so slightly, as if you were slowed. And this familiar feeling overtakes you as your bodies are reduced to nothingness. And then you see Luricon again. Everyone else, besides Velkin and assumedly Scorb, you see Luricon again. He is not really musing, but he's looking in the mirror doing makeup. He's admiring his own appearance as if, well, he's admiring his own appearance, trying to make sure that he is looking in tip-top shape, and you see him pay special attention to the side of his face that is rotting away. He looks at it. He tries his best to mend any of the parts that are rotted, and then in rage, he smashes the mirror. And then he snaps to look at y'all again. Why are you still here? This isn't how it's supposed to be. And Winter, you feel that you can't breathe as you wake up. Hands around your neck as if you were trying to stop yourself from choking. And with that, we're going to take a break.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Let's transition over to break.
Y'all need to, like, get some Motrin or something so that y'all just kind of, like, pass the fuck out while you're sleeping. Fuck.
Listen, I totally didn't say choke me harder, Skelly Daddy.
We did not.
Out loud, anyway.
Not out loud.
Yeah.
I would have said you have to pay for that kind of action.
You couldn't have spoken.
He thought it very hard.
I have message. I can point to him and said choke me harder.
Look, it's not my fault that all the villains I make are hot.
Right.
It really isn't.
Or
my
is
fault.
it?
It's not. It's not my fault.
Everybody else is fucking struggling in their nightmares. So Scorp and I are just at the bar having donuts and at like in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you don't dream, first of all. Or you don't sleep,
Well,
first
I mean,
of all.
I don't sleep, and I don't even think he really can reach out to me in the first place.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. There's a reason you didn't get the dream in the first place. Lore stuff. I'm gonna make me a snack real quick. I'll be right back.
Snack time.
Snack time. Also, did y'all like how I cut out the music in the tense moment so that no music was playing and that?
I didn't even notice. It was so seamless.
I have the bot really, really low, so I can't really hear it anyway.
I like to think that.
Honestly, I thought that was like technical difficulties going on.
No.
Like it was supposed to be an ominous track or something, and it just wasn't playing.
No, I don't. First off, I don't have the ominous track in, so. But so
He would have been mad if it was like that.
True.
I would have been very obviously mad if something was breaking. So the sign of technical difficulties are if I'm mad about it.
Makes sense.
I mean, same thing happened like last game though, right? Whenever it was during the Slayer fight. Whenever the music broke and I was like, fuck, 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 fuck.
Yeah.
Like
Good times. Good times.
that is still like one of my all-time like peak boss fights I've ever run. I love that. I loved that fight so much.
I'm glad we didn't get into a fight yet, because I forgot to update all of my resources to be for level 5.
Go do that. Also, be right back.
I did that. I have my 3 combat masteries because Logan decided that those are a round up. And I have my 3 everything else that runs off proficiency bonus.
Last level, I failed to update my focus points. I was still at 8 when I should have been at 9.
Nice. I almost did that in Kitsu's game earlier. I was playing a Bisheth Sword Saint.
I'm actually curious. What stat point did you guys take?
Rank.
I put a point in con.
Riz.
Riz.
I'm at 19 Riz. Okay.
I increased my intelligence this time around because I increased my dex or con last time.
I sent Cove my entire plan up until level 8.
Okay, but
Nice.
hear me out. I would like to think that the way Hubris performed tonight without his violin was just like a Miku concert.
Just standing on stage, just singing.
Standing on stage, dancing with the flashing lights.
You got
I
5
will
gold
call
out of it.
Hubris. Torpedo.
I see you too are trying to capitalize on the heavy armor master.
Yes. I'm also
Wait.
trying to get into Ranger at some point too, so I need a couple Dex and Wisdom points to go.
Wait a second.
Hmm.
Wait a second. Are we also supposed to get a stat increase when we hit the ASI? Like the normal ASI levels?
No, so when we reach an ASI level, it's a feat and a single point. Every level we get is going to be a single point, but the ASIs we have to take the feat. We cannot get the ASI from that.
Yeah, the only thing that is that all of the feats that
Well,
I've taken
that's
there
what I
are
was
half
trying to.
feats.
That's
Yeah.
what I was getting at. Like, we were supposed to take the +1 in addition to the feat, or
Yes.
Yeah.
I was unaware of this. I need to do some editing.
Yeah, because that's why I think Logan made a point about pointing it out that half feats get really strong for those levels because you just get a stat and then your ASI that goes with it.
Nice.
Okay, so that makes quite a few changes. Well, by quite a few, I mean one big change. Oh.
Is it your HP?
Yeah. I'm level 5 and I'm now at 54 HP.
Stop going down, god damn it!
I just get hit that
Seriously.
much.
Seriously, you're making me work extra hard.
Yeah.
Also, Winter's kind of mad at Erevan right now because he got hit so much.
I had to be there for the boy.
Oh
Alright.
yeah, that's a thing that we could do while we're here in town.
I'm back.
Replace Erevan's chain shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I already replaced the chain shirt with chainmail.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay,
Okay.
yeah. I didn't
Cove just
remember if
likes to
you did
roll
or
high
not.
when he tries hitting me.
Anyways, I'm back.
And
Welcome
thanks
back.
to your most recent, trying to steal the cursed axe, Winter is extra mad.
Listen, Winter's just gonna not like the horny squad at any point. It's fine.
Wow.
Don't you lump me into that. I'm a good boy.
Yeah,
Don't you lump me
she's
into that?
fine.
I'm perfect.
Does Scorp have horns?
Yes.
He has
Scorp
tiny
has
horns.
He does.
Okay, they're little.
Scorb has little tiny horns.
Bitty horns.
Itty bitty horns.
Okay, the scaly duo is an exception.
Cute boys. I dare.
What?
He said, "How dare," and I said, "I dare."
Ah.
Oh. Alright, What did y'all get for snacks?
I had a muffin when I went to go out for when I said be right back earlier. I probably should have some lunch at some point because it is almost noon.
I have M&M cookies.
I got
I
2
got
boxes
pizza.
of Timbits.
I got a hot pocket. Because it's easily microwavable.
Beautiful.
Hot pockets.
And I'm microwaving them on these plates that say they're not microwave safe, but they're not causing the microwave to spark, so it's fine.
No, it's not the microwave not sparking. It's the fact that the plates are gonna degrade faster.
Yep.
It's fine.
There's been a couple things that are very obviously not
Like they
microwave
will
safe.
melt.
Like, once upon a time, I did put something that wasn't microwave safe, a bowl into the oven, or not in the oven, into the microwave, and it came out a plate.
Also, the existence of a microwave implies the existence of a macrowave.
That's called radiation.
That's called
Yes.
a nuclear power plant.
You gotta do your best,
Tim Allen
Columbo.
and his
Anyways, we love Daggerford. Except we don't. There's not really anything to do here.
No.
Yeah, there is.
It's a border town.
His name's Hubris.
No.
No.
Just because just because I'm correct doesn't mean I'm right.
Look, yeah, how many of us are about to hard pass that? Like,
You're grounded.
Out of the tieflings, I would choose Erebon over Hubris.
Eh.
and
Me
Hubris
too.
is the only one that has loot art so far. God damn.
Me too, honestly, because like, damn. Erebon is smoking.
That could be fixed.
Oh dear.
Oh, hold. Let me just remember to
This is
ask
gonna draw
permission
everyone
for
pregnant
loot
now.
art before.
Of course.
Just hit that. Is that a challenge?
Remember to ask permission for loot
The
art.
morbid curiosity wants to
course.
grant
I
permission.
won't do anything without consent. Good lord.
I know. I'm
Morbid
just
curiosity
saying.
will
I'm
grant
saying it.
permission.
I'm saying it as a general thing.
He's talking to the
Kinda honest,
audience.
You think I am?
I'm talking to the audience as well. We have a chat who's not active at the moment, but we have a chat. Also, hi, Nymir.
Don't tell them they're not active, they're just vibing.
They're vibing, they're lurking, they're chilling, and that's fine. They
They're
can
being
be
chill.
We are somebody's background noise, and that is what matters.
Mhm.
And somebody once told me that the world was gonna roll me. And, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. But Hubris was looking kinda dumb with his finger on his thumb in the shape of an L on his forehead.
Oh my god.
Nox, I will end you.
You stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't
All
stop
right, that's
coming.
enough.
Get DMC hate because you're having memes.
Good God.
Yeah. That's what the M stands for, right? Meme?
Sure.
Good Lord.
You rang?
You're
I
not
accidentally pinned something. Whoops.
You accidentally pinned me with the sheer snack.
Mm.
Cheers, Snack!
Pin that. Pin that any day of the week, my friend. The
Exactly.
Timbits. Boîte de ten. Wait, it's not boîte de ten.
Also,
Fucking what?
also
Boîte de ten?
my OBS stream chat broke. It's just broken.
Oops.
Boîte de dix?
My OBS docked window.
Whoops.
I know it's box at 10. I'm trying to figure out the pronunciation in French. Because
I
it doesn't
can't.
say box at 10. Boîte de dix?
No.
See, I can't speak French either, so I can't help you with that.
Okay, it works now. That's cool. Got it to work. Wait. Test.
Because I live here doesn't mean I
Oh,
speak both the languages.
Also, he doesn't. We don't know if he lives in Quebec.
I sure don't.
Just because I have Mexican family, I don't speak Spanish that well.
Yeah.
What is that? Quebec is trying to be its own place. They can be over there.
And so is Alberta for some reason.
I don't know, dude. I can't help you with that one.
I don't know. Alberta's trying to convince everyone that they're really going to be the 51st state, but like they don't want that.
What?
And it's like,
They don't know what's good for them.
I don't know. America doesn't need like a massive bump on its head.
They could do that without help.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true. That is true. At the risk of letting my political opinions slide on stream, that is true. Oh, goodness.
I abstain from commenting.
All right.
Probably for the best.
Are we all ready to start back up?
Yeah.
Erevan,
ready.
sign off. Hubris, sign off. Sheer, sign off. Lightning round. Erevan, here. Erevan, Hubris, Sheer. Falcon, Winter.
Ah, I can't get the soundboard open that fast. Goddamn.
My cat meowed as soon as I was done with everyone, so she also signed off.
Sick.
Aw,
The cute cat.
pixel cute.
Pixel
See,
cute.
we need the cat because we can't bop the dungeon master, but she can't.
Yeah, she can definitely smack me on the face. All right. We all good?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let us swap back in. Ha. Hey, yeah. There we go. We're back. We're back in. We got a thing. Y'all all long rested. Y'all got the nightmare. Did I say Winter specifically had the choke out thing? I think I did.
Yes.
I was gonna say, could I lift my hand and just lace my fingers with the hand that's reaching for me? Like, does this weird you out? Please don't choke me.
You wouldn't have been able to move in the dream, unfortunately. You would have been able to move very slowly, but
Damn.
the hands around your neck with the dream is more of like an instinctive response to feeling like you're choking.
Damn.
You want to lace fingies with the skeleton man? Or the
No, I just didn't
partially
want him to
skeletal
choke
man?
me.
You know, that's also fair. He would have still choked you either way, but
What if we held hands in front of the vanity mirror?
The one that he just shattered? Yep. That's all I had to say. So, looking at everything here. Y'all ready to start with your job?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm ready for 200 gold.
Get outfitted, grab some breakfast, and then head on out.
Vel, first thing in the morning, when Sheer wakes up, he's going to take his weird glass jug with multiple corks. He's gonna open up one of the corks, and he's going to be pouring in one of his vials a strange green liquid.
What are you pouring?
I see what you're doing.
I'm making a vial of acid.
Ah. Cool. Cool.
Alchemy jug, money printer.
Go
Basically-
gadget money printer.
It's not a lot of money, but it's something.
Yeah.
That's passive income, baby. All right. So, y'all start with your job. So, I already forgot her name.
She's on the combat track.
I know, I'm looking at the combat tracker. Ferris kind of goes to you and is like, all right, thank you. Thank you. This should help us. We want to make sure that all of our assets are secured.
Mhm.
Of course.
And I'm going to ask a loaded question. Is anyone trying to steal anything from them?
No.
You're
I
not
don't
trying
have
to
the
steal.
dexterity score to do that.
No.
I'm not.
No?
I'm making sure Scorb isn't.
He hasn't done anything to me yet. I am not stealing anything right now.
I
But if
presume
he tries to fuck us over, then yes.
Scorb tries to like, and then you smack him on the hand. Ow!
No score. You can have it if we fail.
All right, You get right about there. Oh, wait, you get a little bit further.
Is it bad that I'm a nice guy, but I have a really good sleight of hand?
You get right about there.
Hey, it's all right. You can do card tricks.
And let me roll the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna upkeep my lucid form while we're traveling with regular people.
Yep. Why did I roll a d10? Cool. All right. And as y'all settle down for the night, who is starting on the watch?
I will go ahead and be on first watch.
Because I know we adjusted watch for last night because everyone was really injured.
I am also casting alarm and telling what was her name again? I'm blanking out on it. Let me look at the combat.
She's in the
tracker.
combat tracker. Ferris.
I'm also letting Ferris know to park the. Is it one card or is it multiple cards? Just to make sure.
It is multiple carts of assets, large carts.
Yeah, I don't think they'll all fit in your alarm.
Within the 20-foot cube, I'm telling her to park as many carts as she can fit.
Yep.
All right.
And yeah, I'm on watch 1 and 4, so I'm with Sheer and Hubris.
Yep.
And I will inform her I'm setting up an alarm, so if anyone that isn't part of our designated party goes in and out, then this will go ahead and awaken and alert everyone.
Cool. Alrighty indeed. So, on first watch, nothing happens on first watch. Second watch, Erevan. What's your passive perception?
14 now.
Cool. What is Vada's passive perception?
11.
Let me get something here. Cool. Let me just do this. One moment, please.
Vada gets dragged into the bushes, a la the Shadow Curse.
What is
Oh.
what is? Can you wait? Let me look back. Let me see if it didn't get eaten up by the Fantasy Grounds restart earlier. It did. Can you repost alarm?
Can do.
Is it only gonna wake you up, or is it like a loud
Oh
blaring?
no, I'm setting it up to where it will wake everyone up. That way, everyone is alert.
Yeah. You can have it either just alert you, or you can have it make an obnoxious sound to alert everybody. Probably also spook the fuck out of the horses, but you know.
Everyone but the horses.
Let's see. Your passive perception is 14,
Mhm.
and Vada's passive perception again? There's a lot of things going on.
You is 11.
11. Let me do a couple of things.
Damn.
Eravon, you hear a twig snap. And then you hear rustlings of bushes. And then you hear multiple soft groans.
Gonna look over to Vada. I'm gonna check that out. If I start yelling, be ready to wake everyone up.
You hear another twig snap, and then you hear the alarms start going off. And everyone wakes up. I'm going to share a map with everyone again. Let me.
Never mind.
I guess that's our cue.
As my armor slithers onto my body like a snake.
Let me reshare this map. Y'all have seen this map before. Well,
We'll
y'all
see
can't.
it once
Ah,
we're
yes,
on
the
it.
Black Void.
Yes,
Hello,
y'all have
darkness,
seen
my old friend.
this map before. The Void. All right, let me. So I'm gonna presume y'all are next to the campfire.
Yeah.
Let me close this. Drag everyone from the combat tracker. Boop. There we go.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Because it's darkness.
Corb is still prone.
Scorb is still prone. Hold on, let me take that off of him.
He's been crawling the entire way.
Guys, can you please stop making me crawl? It really sucks.
He's been crab walking.
Yo,
Guys,
he put all of the shit in his backpack.
Scorp, we haven't been forcing you.
guys, stop making me crawl.
No one's making you crawl.
Stop making me crawl.
All right, I'm also gonna put a couple of horses on the combat tracker.
Nice. Yeah, horses can stomp out the zombies.
Sure.
I guess this means I should sit up too, huh?
I just dragged the record link. Oops. Boop. Boop. I'm gonna say they're war horses because why not?
I don't think there's too terribly much mechanically different about the horses, but yeah.
Let me boop. And boop. And let me show everything that's on the map right now.
Oh, hostile horse.
They're not hostile.
No. Ooh, sick.
You see, a bunch of undead has ambushed the party. Well, they have made themselves apparent. Also, let me identify these.
Can't ambush us in the middle of the night anymore.
All right. I'm
also,
going.
I am unsurprisable.
You are not.
Mhm.
I did say surprised. You're not surprised as in the condition, but you were able to see a good amount of them so that you couldn't have been surprised by them. So, oop, and the alarm. So, I'm going to ask all of y'all to roll initiative.
Oh, buddy.
Everyone
Oh,
is
no.
rolling terribly.
I didn't. I was above average.
Well, at least I'm not
Wow.
at the end of the initiative order this time, but I'm still pretty down there.
You're gonna have to protect this commoner.
Good thing she's standing beside me.
I forgot how to roll initiative for someone that doesn't auto roll it. Wait,
Click the little sword on the combat tracker.
sword. Boom, there we go. Initiative. There we go. 9. Alrighty, this is a lot of enemies. I hope y'all know. So let me take this off.
I see 9. It'll be fine.
So this first shadow. Let's see, which one is it? Wait. There we go. Start the initiative. That would be helpful. By the way, is this all good for the party? For the alarm? I presume so.
Yeah.
Fine.
This one is going to go up to Erevan. It is going to go for a strength drain attack on you.
You can't do that.
Oh, it sure can. 15 is going to miss. This warhorse.
Like I said, you can't do that.
This warhorse is a little bit startled, but it is going to move here, and it is going to, let's see. It's not going to move 20 feet straight toward a target. It's going to simply go for a hoof attack against this ghoul.
Step on.
It
I
hit.
love how the horse is just like, fuck this thing.
The horse is going to deal 9 damage to the ghoul. Then let's see. This ghoul
That horse
right
is
up
gonna be our
here.
damage MVP.
This ghoul is going to go for Yushir. He's going to go for a, let's see. He's going to go for a claw attack against you.
Okay.
Whoa. Habia. Hey. So it hit, and it may or may not have rolled a 20 on the die.
Why are you doing this to me?
Oh no.
Oh no, I guess this means I'm using my interception right away.
Can you intercept from here?
Yes, because Sheer is within 5 feet of me and I can see the creature that's attacking him.
All right, it's gonna target you for the damage. Or, well, let's see. Boop, boop. I'm gonna flag it as critical. You're gonna take the damage, and if you take the hit, you're also gonna... Actually, question. Do you take any of the additional effects of the damage? Or do you just take the damage?
I don't take any of the damage. I'm just reducing the amount that he's going to take by just beating the attack away.
Okay, so you have to roll the interception. Okay, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, the effect is on Sheer. It should do the thing.
I'm still gonna take the damage. He's just lowering it a little bit.
All right. The damage is reduced to 13. I think. Hold on. And you're going to need to make a save, unfortunately. Because...
I only took 9. Do you want me to change that to 13?
No, because it says reduced 4 because of the interception. You should be good.
Oh, I rolled
okay.
a 1 on that then. Okay.
So, you're going to need to succeed on a con save, my friend.
I know. I'm ready.
Why did you auto-make that con save?
I don't know, but I rolled a 20.
He probably doesn't have the roll thing turned on. That's all.
Okay. Let me see. I think it's in requested roles. If you go in your options, requested roles, PC
going
prompt
into
owner,
options now.
PC prompt owner to roll saves. That should be on.
Let's see. That's game, desktop, it burns, chart, party sheet, combat.
It's going to be all the way down past select on turn, which is past house rules.
Ah, okay. It is on.
It's on?
Wait, no. Yeah. Allow
Okay.
roles to be staged. On.
Okay.
Next, 3
Piece-
options down from there.
PC prompt owner to roll saves.
Ah, okay. On. There we go.
Cool. Everyone else do that as well. Everyone else in requested roles, prompt owner to roll saves in requested roles. All good? Cool. You succeed the save, by the way. You rolled a 20. So you are not paralyzed. So isn't that
Got
fun?
it. I punched this one first.
Winter, it's your turn.
Okay, so I go ahead and start with the bonkening. I'm gonna come over here.
You're gonna bonk? Also, tokens are not locked. They should be locked.
I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna bonk
You're gonna bonk this shadow?
the shadow.
Go for it. Go for a bonkening. A 10 will miss, unfortunately. I really wanted to be on that 16.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my spiritual weapon.
Cool. Where are you summoning it?
Between that shadow and sheer.
All right, let me get the letter tokens.
Ooh, thank you for that.
Up. There you go.
And I'm gonna try to bonk it again.
All right. Roll the spiritual weapon attack. The bonkening.
Son of a burp!
That also
Damn.
misses, unfortunately. That's you. That's action, bone action.
That's me.
This shadow is going to... Let's see. It's going to go here, and it's going to go for an attack against you, Erebon.
Okay.
That is a 10. It's going to miss. This shadow is going to run towards you, Velkin.
Come here.
Ha. Be out. A 21 will hit.
It's just a moment.
All right. Sounds good.
I'm reading. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. Go for it.
All righty. Is going to go for some necrotic damage. You're going to take 8 necrotic damage, and I'm going to roll a d4. Your strength is going to be reduced by that number.
Cool.
Your strength is reduced by 1. So I think I should be able to just put an effect on you that's like strength -1.
Yeah, I can do it too. Just a sec.
Okay, cool. Remember, if your strength goes to 0, you just die. Anyways, that is going to be this shadow's turn. This shadow is going to attack you, Winter.
Oh.
A 15.
That.
Hits.
Hold on. I'm pulling up everything. I have so many things on my. Yeah, that hits.
You're going to take 9 damage, Winter, and you're going to get your strength reduced. Just by a little bit.
Ow.
You're going to get it reduced by 4.
Oh,
Oh.
Winter.
Well, no more bonking for me.
So it should just be strength -4.
Yep.
This work? Can you see the effect? Visible to all.
Yep, now we can.
All right, that should work. Cool. No more bonkening for you. Sheer.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's your turn.
With this ghoul that is in front of me, I'm going to bonus action cast Ash Coat as my fist starts to just ignite. 2, I am going to cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
Oh wait, is that? Oh no, that's an action. Okay, yeah, I can still do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make the weapon attack because Booming Blade makes me have to swing my weapon, and Booming Blade also specifies anything that is on my weapon also applies.
Alrighty.
Yep.
So as
effects of your weapon and the other stuff.
14 will
that's
hit.
14. I will take that, and I am going to because that hit. Where did Booming Blade go? There it is. Because that hit, I am going to. Oh wait, hold on. This says I did not mean to roll that. It's going to be a 5 for that. That is 5 lightning along with the 1d3. I forgot to add something to my thing, and I'm starting to feel kind of stupid right now.
You forgot to add Ash Coat? Alright,
Yeah.
just roll the damage separately for Ash Coat, which would be
A
D6?
D8.
A D8? Cool.
Yep. So that is 5 thunder, 7 thunder, 3 fire. 15
All right.
total.
Alright, I'm going to drag that onto the school.
I'm so sorry about that.
You're all good.
Ghoul.
Ghoul.
And if the ghoul moves, he will take extra thunder damage.
Cool. Sounds good. You Shooming Blade him.
Also, there's an effect for my Booming Blade cantrip that says self, but I'm not sure if I put that on me or the ghoul.
Just put that on you because it's supposed to have the effect to add the damage on it.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. now.
Effect damage 1d8 thunder. That's added to your rolls. So you should click it.
I will click that once I get back into fantasy grounds because my damage made me crash.
Damn it.
Hey, look, it's been working well.
Mm-hmm.
Crashing makes you feel good.
I'm gonna
No, it
crash the
doesn't.
fuck out.
All right, that's you.
Yep, that's my bonus. I'm not exactly in a space to do much else.
All right. Hey, Scorb. Hey, buddy.
Do it, little man. Get mad.
And he's gonna rage. He just woke up, so he's not entirely like screaming yet, but he's just like,
I hate all of this. It all sucks.
Welcome to adventuring.
I'm sending you back to hell.
and he's gonna rage. Let's just get all this out of the way. He's gonna rage. He's gonna bloody declaration. He's gonna reckless, and then he's gonna attack twice. Or he's gonna attack this ghoul. Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
Buddy, that's a 12, but it still hits. Whoop, pew. He sent it back to hell.
Good job, Scorb.
Goodbye, Gabagool.
You're next.
And he's going to wait.
Doesn't he get temp HPs now?
He does. He does get a temp HP boost. Temp boost! And he's going to go here, and then he's going to mark this one. And he's going to go for another attack because we get 2 attacks now.
Yeah, 5th level.
5th level, the 5th level power spike. That is a 12 that's gonna hit still. He is going to deal 7 damage to that shadow. That was a good turn for Scorb, don't you think?
It's a little.
Yay.
I'd say so.
I'd say so. Question. Bloody Declaration.
It's a bonus action to move it, I think.
Yep. Is a bone action to move, so that's gonna be him. This warhorse is gonna attack this ghoul. Gabagool.
Gabagoo.
They hit. Meow. They deal some damage. Quite a fair bit.
I'm just gonna let these
Feyris.
horses fight. Like, damn.
Feyris is going to she's gonna take the dodge action.
Good plan.
Bart.
So yeah, that's gonna be her. Unfortunately, this undead cleric's gonna get a turn.
Well, yeah, because he's all the fucking
It
way
is.
over there.
So,
Okay.
this is an unfortunate placement.
It is, you reckon?
Listen, you put us in this spot.
Correct. You know,
Yeah.
hey, it is what it
You
is.
don't need to be nice. You don't need to be nice all the time.
This cleric is gonna move here. Unfortunately, Feyris may not survive.
Okay.
Hold on, let me.
What was that thing I said about free cart?
Oh, sorry. Sneezes. Cat. This skeleton is going to kind of not skeleton. This cleric is going to kind of wind up this cleric that. Well, what's the best way for me to put this? It kind of reels back, and you hear a skeletal screech. "Ah!" As a couple of people are going to need to make Constitution saving throws as a deafening screech happens.
Is this a spell?
No.
Oh. Okay.
That's not the right song that I wanted. That's not the right song that I wanted either. There we go. That's better. And let's see. Every creature within a 15-foot radius.
If we have to cast Revivify on this lady,
That's
I'm gonna be
15.
upset.
Yeah, it's.
Yep.
Yeah, Vada and.
That's about it.
Unfortunately, not a weapon attack, so I can't do anything about it.
Yep. Y'all are going to make some con saves.
Is this a magical effect?
No.
Okay.
Someone didn't have prompt on saves on. All right. So, first off, any casters in this area?
Yeah, 2.
Roll a... Okay, first off, Vada's going to lose a spell slot. And
Yeah.
and Hubris, I'm going to roll a D3. You're going to lose a spell slot of a certain level. Pop. You're going to lose a second level spell slot. And
Cool.
you're going to take this much damage. You are all going to take, let's see. You're going to take 17
shouldn't have
psychic
had hexes.
damage.
Ow.
And
Oh, there goes Ferris.
yeah, Feyris listens to this and she kind of, you see her face, just a look of shock on her face is kind of as she drops dead. And that's going to be this cleric's turn. Wait, actually, let me check something. Let me check the spells that they may have. This is mean, but it's going to happen. Velkin, you see a spiritual weapon pop up right next to you.
No, you don't.
Are they getting countered?
Yep.
All right. They are countered. How is this flavored? Who is countering this,
Middle finger.
actually?
Vada.
Vada's
She's
countering
the only
it?
one with counter spell.
Vada
Middle
counters.
finger.
All right. The undead cleric attempts to place a spiritual weapon, and it's snuffed out with the middle finger. That is going to be this cleric's turn. This ghoul is going to go up and is going to just attack the horse.
Not the horses.
We need those.
Good thing is, it did a lot of damage to the shadows right next to it because it's every creature. So, and also it hit. The warhorse is going to take 6 damage, and it's going to need to roll a con save. Unfortunately, the
God
horse is
damn
now
it.
paralyzed.
Oops.
It's unfortunate. This ghoul, this gabagool, is going to go right here for you, Hubris.
Yeah.
Is going to go for a claw attack.
Shock punishment.
All right, roll the shock punishment. It also misses. It will take half.
Wait, no. Hang on. It has to hit me, so never mind. No shock
Oh.
punishment.
Okay. Well, it misses anyways.
Yep.
Hubris, it's your turn.
Well. You love to see it. You definitely love to see me spend 3 sorcery points.
What are you spending the sorc points for? Oh, the twin smell.
Twin spell taste.
Oh?
Oh,
Oh,
you just put that on too many people, I think.
Yeah, you
Oh,
put.
yeah.
Still had me
not
targeted
Velkin.
from earlier.
Velkin, you don't have haste. Sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind.
By the way, this isn't Baldur's Gate 3 haste. I should mention. This is normal
Yeah,
haste.
I know.
Cool. Velkin should not
Um,
have haste.
Velkin does not have haste.
Cool.
Yeah, he got it off me. We're good. You
Cool.
still had me targeted from the prestidigitation earlier.
Oh,
Disengage.
you're gonna disengage. Where are you running to, boy?
I've got 60 feet, so
Boy, where you going, boy?
Away.
it's over there. That's an action disengaged.
Hasted action, run away! Everyone
Nah,
just
we got
sees Hubris just. "Meow."
You got this, everyone.
You got this, everyone.
What the fuck?
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
This ghoul's gonna go for an attack against the warhorse. Bop. Actually, this is a rare smart undead. It's gonna go here. Hey, Scorb.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna take a claw attack.
Oh.
That's funny, Velkin. Well, Scorb in fact was hit due to reckless attack. He's gonna take some damage. Then he's gonna need to make a save. All right,
Don't
Scorb.
die, Scorb.
Scorb fails.
No, the boy.
Scorb's paralyzed. He gets attacked. He's like, "Ow! You mother!"
Mm.
It still maintains his rage, though, so that's fine.
Vada, it's your turn.
Disengage.
You're gonna disengage. Where are you running to? Cool. Do you have any
Trying to
bonus
drain
actions?
No spell slots.
No
You
spell
took all of
slots?
them from her.
You know, that is fair. That's you?
And she has my bonus actions, apart from Hex.
You know,
That you
that's
took
also
from her.
fair. Hey, all I'm saying is you could have used the counterspell. Or you could have saved the counterspell and greeted for haste or for thing. But you know, it is what it is. Alright. That's you?
Nah. Yeah, that's harder.
Erebon. Hi. You're hasted.
Yes.
I feel so energetic. Swing.
Smack him 4 times.
You should overwhelming
Or not.
advance that, maybe.
I think I might.
'Cause that's a nat 1 auto miss.
Yup.
Wait, is it a...
That's a 20 to hit. That hits. I'm...
Very little damage.
A couple of it is resisted.
Yeah. But that's okay because I can do it again.
That's fucking crazy. That's another
Yeah.
nat 1. I
I
mean,
don't think I can overwhelming advance twice in the same turn. Can
I
I?
think you can. You
Yep.
might. You should be able to.
As long
Yeah,
as you haven't
limit on
spent
what
any
you
focus
can
points.
do.
Blah.
The only limit for you right now is, I think, like, your 5 focus points per turn.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Okay. Then
Because I was.
bonus action attack.
That's a 24 to hit.
Whack.
You deal 5 damage.
Yep. And then hasted attack.
24. That's a hit.
Sooner or later, this thing will go.
Like that.
Okay, I've got a question, good sir.
Yes.
Can I see that thing die?
Why did I just get a bunch of errors?
Something went wrong with my sheet, so I was trying to fix it.
No, it is attempt to compare numbers with nil. That's weird.
Yeah, it'll do that. Just tell it to go away.
Cool.
Sorry about that. Didn't know that would interrupt.
No, you're all good. You're all good. What do you mean, Hubris? You said, would you see it?
Yeah, when I see that thing like die.
What's the range of your dark vision?
My dark vision is 60 feet with 30 feet devil sight.
You see it. You see it.
Cool. I have a reaction.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Eviscerate.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, Aravan. This is the only way.
What?
Eviscerate's a funny spell.
dear.
Have you ever played the hit card game, the hit video game card game known as Slay the Spire?
No.
Okay. You see that body there? It's going to explode.
Oh, so like in Diablo 3.
Uh,
That horse, that other shadow.
And the cleric.
Yep.
I think it's enough to hit the cleric. That's fine. It's enough to hit the cleric.
It's 10 feet from the body.
Yep.
It would hit the cleric. Yeah.
Yep. The undead cleric.
So
That's little...
I am going to careful spell.
Okay.
So this so I'm gonna say the horse, and Aravan, you automatically save.
Cool.
okay.
So
So I will de-target them, and they will take half the damage
cool.
when I do this save.
Actually, Erevan, put a 20 into your modifier window. so that you auto and target him with it so it auto parses.
Yeah.
This horse doesn't have a specific modifier window, so actually detarget the horse specifically.
Yep.
I mean, if you as the dungeon master just do it, it'll do it for everybody you control. So
Yeah, that's why.
What type of save is it?
Dex.
You could just put like Dex plus 20 into the horse's
Yeah, you
effects.
should be able to put in effects on it. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to point something out real quick. I want to be fair. That horse is currently paralyzed, so even with careful spell, I don't think careful spell would work on the horse because it's paralyzed.
No, the chosen creature automatically succeeds on it.
Okay, thank God.
It specifies that it auto succeeds, so it will override the paralysis, making it auto fail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Cool.
I wasn't sure about that. I just wanted to bring that up just in case if that was something that would have affected.
Mm-hmm.
How would I guess I could turn off the effect for paralysis so that it will.
Yeah, if you leave it on, it will do
Just
the damage.
target the horse and then deal the half damage to it.
Skip one use. Dex plus 20, skip one use. Should be all good. Target it.
Yep.
Roll it.
Target the horse. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to set it to off.
Why am I saving my own spell? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm fine. So just detarget myself. In
The Dex plus 20 did not do anything. Whoops. Well-
Yeah, because when you put it to skip, it still uses it for the next one. You have to turn it all the way off.
Whoops.
I didn't get that all the way out before the thing was rolled.
It's fine. So Erebon gets half.
I got one failure.
Yep,
Oh,
one of them fails. Roll the damage. Oh, you killed the horse.
The horse should have taken 10 points of damage if that makes a difference.
It would have, because it exceeded its hit points by 2.
Oh.
So it's gonna have.
8
Let's see.
whole hit points left.
It's gonna have 8 whole hit points. If I can do the math. Because that's not 8 whole hit points. I can definitely do math. I can do reverse math.
Can you though?
No. I cannot do basic subtraction. All right. Now, Erebon, you get your turn back. He invoked his inner blue mage for a second.
So none of them died, so it doesn't have a chain reaction, which is sad. However, it is what it is.
All right. Erebon, you're going here.
Looping around. Yep.
Who you attacking?
And that's my turn.
You can
Nobody,
dragon
I
surge
used
if
all
you
my
wanted.
attacks. I could.
And you also have the pedals that you can do to. Let's see. I think.
You know what? I have a lot more. I have a lot more focus points. Why the fuck?
Yeah, it's like the middle of the night, so you're gonna get them all back anyway.
Dragon Surge. Double checking that one.
Actually, yeah, you would kind of understand. Wait. Nah, I'm not gonna comment on the eviscerate. You wouldn't be able to see it from this far. Carry on.
I just blew up a corpse. That's all I did.
Yep.
Alrighty. I
Dark
feel like this
Surge.
cleric is the danger.
Potentially.
This cleric must die.
Beat him up.
That's a
Flank with
24 to hit.
Horsington.
Horsington. That's 6 damage.
And does Dragon Surge give me a second attack as well?
Yep, it's a full action.
Okay, just making sure, because I know that it's different with the...
That's a hit.
Yeah. Haste is just you only get one.
And I think you do have the scattered petals if you wanted to use them with the 3 additional attacks that you got this turn. Or the 4 attacks other than the first you got this turn. So if you wanted, I think you could spend 4 focus
That would
points to
burn
do
through
4
so
more.
many focus points.
I
I think
think-
I'll settle for. I'll settle for 2.
2 more
Get
attacks?
rid of this cleric.
13 will miss.
Okay.
We don't have a bingo sheet, but if someone had Nova Round on their bingo sheet, that would be this.
Yeah, right.
That is a hit. All right, you deal 6 damage to the undead cleric.
Okay. That's my turn. With that explosion, if Ferris wasn't already dead, probably very dead now.
Oh, yeah.
Belkin, it is your turn.
All right.
You rolled a
I
2
don't
on
much
initiative.
appreciate. Yeah, I know. I'm fantastic at this. I don't much appreciate this shadow being right where he is. So we're gonna try to fix that with extra gusto.
Oh,
Throwing Slayer's Fury at him too. Just
okay. Go for it.
hang on. I need to scroll down there and use my resource. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow. That's a
Oh,
crit.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Let's see what I get. 3. What is 3? Okay, that's not bad. I am a bubble boy.
That's 13 damage reduced to 6.
Fantastic.
Because y'all have
And,
some
yeah, when I,
non-magical weapons.
Oh, hold on. This also should have been on there. If it matters, 2 fire.
2 fire damage? I think the fire damage wouldn't be resisted, so... let me... Which one are you targeting? You're targeting
24.
24? Let me drag it onto 24. Because it would not be resisted. It said it would not be resisted. Thank you.
And let's see. Yeah, when I hit him, a bubble appears in the spaces surrounding Velkin. So Sheer and Scorb, if anything tries to shoot at them, it has disadvantage on.
Oh?
Chaos Surge number 3 is Force Field.
Cool. That's you?
I have one more because we are level 5.
Oh, right! You are level 5.
You
And
can also action surge for
I
another
can.
4.
I'm a Slayer's Fury again for my second hit.
Go for it. That's a nat 19, so if you had expanded crit range, you would have double crit. Alright, you deal 7 damage.
And
Is it
And you know
resistant
what?
to fire? Hold on.
it might just be a
It is resistant to fire. Hold on, it needs 1 less damage, real quick.
yes.
But you do deal quite a solid bit.
And Action Surge, which gives me Chaos Surge number 2, which is Shadow Strike. So the next time I make a weapon attack, I can attack it 2 additional times.
Okay.
So I'm going to hit it 4 more times before the end of my turn.
Okay. Go for it. Another fucking nat 19?
One down. I'm going to shift into that space.
Yep. Go for it.
And take the other 3 on this poor ghoul.
Gabagool. An 11 will miss.
Cleave.
Cleave. Go for it. Using all of your combat mastery today, I see.
I have used 1.
All right. 17 will hit. That ghoul's dead.
Can still go.
He
Hold
don't
on.
stop coming, and he don't stop coming. That's a miss, unfortunately. You're gonna cleave, so it could potentially not be a miss. That's a hit. You deal 6 damage to the shadow. Well, actually
And the
3.
la-
3 damage.
And the last one.
8 will miss, unfortunately.
You know what? You can have this one.
That's a pretty big Nova round, I'd say.
I've done enough.
The horse will neigh. It'll neigh in despair, seeing its owner fall to the ground. And it's gonna...
Pretty gritty.
I had the weirdest mental image for that. Jesus Christ.
It is going to stomp at this undead cleric.
These are some loyal ass horses. Goddamn.
Right? Shit.
Also, this merchant had a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So, you see as the horse kind of smacks it in the face. It did not like that. Winter, it's your turn.
I have a thing.
Yeah?
I'm gonna pop Spirit Guardians.
Oh?
Yeah.
Nice.
You're gonna pop Spirit Guardians. We don't have the aura
Pop the Spirit
effect set
Guardians.
up because I forgot.
It's okay.
For gore.
Eh.
So, Spirit Guardians, let me read the spell again. So I think... Let me see.
You call forth spirits to protect you. They flitter around you in a distance of 15 feet for the duration of 10 minutes. When you cast a spell, you designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. I designate, obviously, my team. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much.
Cool. So, yeah. Roll the save against the shadow. Do you have a save?
Well, technically,
It'll be on its turn, he rolls.
it'll be
It
on
says
its
when it-
turn, but
It says whenever it enters the area for the first time on
Oh, yeah,
a
that's true.
turn.
true, that's
Yes.
true. And
And
I
it-
haven't moved yet. So
I mean, it
if I
also
were to, if he did a wisdom saving throw and then I say ran over next to the other guys, would that also damage them or make them have a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, I'd say so. You would risk taking an op attack, but you know. All right, it
He's
succeeds
got
the
the op.
save, but it's gonna take half.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and smack him with my spiritual weapon.
It's gonna take half though, so you still gotta roll
right.
the damage.
So I still gotta roll damage. Okay,
Radiant, not necrotic.
I know.
So
6 damage.
it takes that full damage.
Yeah, it's vulnerable to light. Who'd have thunk the shadow is vulnerable to light?
Crazy.
You see this kind of, almost a sizzling noise come from the shadows. It takes quite a bit of damage. Who would have thunk? Where are you running to?
I'm gonna smack it real quick with my spiritual weapon and then run.
All right, smack it with the spiritual weapon. Smack it. Smack it now. That's a
Never
miss.
mind. But I'm still gonna run.
All right, it's gonna go for an opportunity attack against you.
That's fine.
I
So-
will help with that.
All right, you're gonna intercept.
Yes.
All right, it's gonna go for a +4 to hit. It didn't proc the effect. Roll
What effect?
it didn't proc the interception.
Interception decreases the damage. Roll the damage.
Oh, right. You're so
We're still hasted, right?
only Erevan and
Erevan and Hubris are the only ones hasted.
So
Okay, never mind.
first, you're gonna take some damage, and then your strength score is gonna be reduced by a little bit.
Okay.
Also, it did not do it anyways on the damage. It just expired. So roll a d10 plus 3.
Did it not? Does it not say reduced next to the damage?
Oh, it does say reduced. 4. Cool. It just rolled it hidden. That's strange.
It doesn't ever. With the DMG artifacts, it doesn't show you the dice roll. It just picks a number on the dice and goes, "Here you go, have that."
Okay, cool. It reduced it by 4. There we go.
Okay, and then these two.
By the way, I'm gonna roll a d4. You're gonna lose that much strength.
That's okay.
Your strength is -7. What's your base strength, by the way?
What?
Ah.
Because
12. 12
12?
was my base strength. So I should have 4.
Cool. So your strength is currently -7 as dedicated in the effect. So don't reduce it on your sheet, but you know.
Okay.
You're at risk of being not gooded. Where are you moving? There? Oh.
And this guy too.
All right.
And then hold on.
Yep. All right, 2 of them fail, 1 of them succeeds. And we'll take half. One's gone.
One of them didn't even get the chance to roll.
What are you talking about?
The ghoul on the opposite side of that horse did not roll.
Oh, I didn't hit him. Oh, hold on.
All right, detarget the things you're currently targeting. Because you can hit him. It failed. Roll the damage. Oh, it's so dead. It's so dead, bestie.
So dead. And that's my turn.
All right, let me remove some of these graves. Not of the client, because I feel like y'all would want to potentially revive the client. Who knows?
Right? Might be a plan.
All right. That's you.
That's me.
The shadow is not going to target Winter. It's going to target you, Velkin.
Hello, ugly.
18.
18 just hits. I'm gonna use my last combat mastery to deflect.
Cool. That is going to be...
Charge complete.
Thank you, headset, for letting me know that you're done charging. You don't need to let me know that.
And
okay.
did he take the recoil fire damage?
He did. He reduced it partially.
Fantastic.
Well, that's him. Actually, you're going to have a strength drain.
Yes. Tell
2.
me where I'm at.
You
Alright,
lose 2 strength.
I will take the effect off me and count it up to 3 and put it back. 'Cause I just added a thing to my sheet so I can just do it like that.
Cool. Cool. Well, your strength -3. Have fun with that.
I have a 12.
Yeah. That's its turn. Sheer, your turn.
Looking around, would I be able to tell for the remaining enemies that are here how bad they're doing?
You can't tell with the shadow, but with the ghoul, you can tell that it has a lot of lacerations on its body. But
Okay.
you cannot tell the corporeal form of the shadow if it's injured, or the incorporeal form if it's injured.
What about the undead cleric?
I'm gonna say you can't really see because of the big horse. That's kind of the.
But I do know they're in that vicinity, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Velkin, you
Hmm?
got the scary you got the scary cloak?
Yeah, Scorbin, I got that covered. Don't worry about it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, right.
Score was 5.
That's you. Where are you moving?
10 there.
Oop. What the?
That's gonna be 15 there because I'm going through winter space.
It's still movement through the space, so it would be 20. It's just not difficult terrain.
It's not difficult terrain to go through an ally?
It's not.
I thought it was.
No, it's
Willing
not.
creatures.
Very
Oh.
willing creature. You can run by me.
Just
Just
run-
don't touch me.
Hi. By the way, roll a. I'm gonna roll a thing.
Roll a
Sorry.
stank save.
I'm gonna DM you something.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, continue.
Alrighty. After that, I'm going down the one right next to the zombie cleric.
Cool.
And with everything that is currently being procced on me, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast a spell.
Oh, what spell are you casting?
Weapon of Domination.
Okay, could you explain to the class what that does?
Weapon
love
of
that one.
Domination is a bonus action spell. Hold on, let me go ahead and bring this up real quick. It is a bonus action spell to where when I make a melee weapon attack on a creature, I get to roll all of the dice that I rolled for that attack and add that to my attack as force damage.
So let's
And
see.
uh,
Okay.
Weapon of domination.
I can bring that into the chat.
And you deal the weapon's normal damage dice, but roll the damage. Yeah. But roll those damage dice again. So yeah, what is your regular damage dice? Because that is what it's calling for.
It's calling just for the regular damage dice
Yes.
because this says for any dice that I have to roll for my attack.
You deal the weapon's regular damage dice.
Regular damage dice. Okay, it is a D8.
All right. So, is there? There's not an effect
would-
on there, but
I would have to roll the dice first, as per the note that is on the spell. I rolled a 5, so that's what I would add once I put the effect on me.
question: what damage type is your weapon?
My weapon, it's thunder. This adds force.
Cool.
Mhm.
So hold on, let me go ahead and click on read this note. Apply the effect above, roll the weapon's damage dice separately from the attack, then add the result to the effect above before rolling your attack. This is to avoid it parceling into criticals. Then add it to the effect. How would I add this to the effect? I'm just going to click on that myself.
You would unlock your sheet,
Ah.
and then
Oh, you don't even have to unlock it. Just click the little cog by that effect you just clicked.
there is no cog. There's
Yeah,
no
there
There
cog.
should be if you expand it.
Yep, just did it.
I don't see the cog on his sheet. That's weird.
Mm.
Well, you can add it into
Like-
the effect, replacing X. So
Yeah, I just put it in the call. We should all see that beside anything that we have added to our effects.
Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to fix that by taking off the effect that I did put on myself. Delete item. There we go. Yep. And then
And put
the
that
new
on
one
there.
on me.
then make the
There we
attack.
go.
Make the attack. Go for it. You gotta hit him
Hold
first.
on. No, I know.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm a little anxious.
There we go.
I want you to beat the bad guy. You miss.
Yeah, I figured that's how it was gonna go. I'm gonna swing again.
You're gonna go again,
Yeah,
again,
because at level 5 I get to attack twice.
again, freaking again.
Yeah.
Let me see weapon of domination because I think it says you may make a weapon attack. Yeah, you may use it to make a single weapon attack. So,
Yeah, and it says if you hit, you deal the weapon's regular damage dice, but must roll those damage dice again. So it doesn't say anything. If I miss, it stays. It's an instantaneous thing, so that's lost.
yep,
Mhm.
it's just one weapon attack that has its damage dice doubled. So,
I'm punching it again.
go for it.
I took a chance, and it didn't work too well.
That
And that was worse.
misses.
That's my turn.
Scorb is paralyzed.
Does he get to try to make the save again at any point? Does he get to try?
Yep, he gets to make a DC 10 con save. Let me hit him with it. Bop, 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 bop. Da, 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 da.
Roll well, little boy.
Yeah! I hate that. I hate it.
Mm.
That's the end of his turn. Wait, is it at the start? At the end of each of its turns. Cool.
Yep.
That's Warhorse.
Yep, this horse is paralyzed as well.
Yep, this horse is going to need to make a Constitution saving throw. A Constitution saving throw. It is still paralyzed. Okay, so it does not recharge.
Oh, good.
Let's see here. What spells can it use?
Before those spells happen, it is at the start of its turn, and it does need to make a saving throw for Spirit Guardians. Does it not?
True. True.
Oh,
Hit it.
Do it, Winter. Get him.
Hit it.
I'ma hit him.
Doo-doo-doo. It fails to save. Roll the damage.
Thank God.
Takes quite a bit of damage. So, hey, Sheer. It's gonna...
Uh-huh.
Hold on. First.
Is it going to try to give me a bad touch?
It might. I'm looking at something here. Do, 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 do. It's gonna use its own spirit guardians.
You cheeky little fuck.
So,
no!
let's
Oh,
see here.
Christ.
I don't have anything to counter that, but no!
Let's see.
Give me
I think
Adam.
I think I prefer it to hit me directly.
Bop, 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 bop.
See, unfortunately, he's all the fucking way over there, and that is definitely not in my melee range.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did it apply it to itself?
And I do not have Mage Slayer.
I don't either.
Spirit guardians. Hey, y'all are gonna need to roll a save real quick.
yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ow.
I didn't get hit by that.
Well, you do take half.
I
Though.
think it hit itself.
Did it? It definitely did hit
No,
itself.
it got hit by me. Oh, did it hit itself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's not targeting itself anymore, so y'all are gonna take some necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Spirit guardians expires.
god damn it!
So it currently has spirit guardians up. It decided it's gonna do the same thing that you want to do. And
I
this
will send you to Jesus.
this gabagool is gonna. Hey, Winter.
Hi, fuck.
It almost crit on that. It missed. Hubris. Would you like to join us again?
He's good all the way over there. He's good.
Would you like to join us?
He's being a race car.
Ka-chow!
Go for it.
You jest, but Mr. Lightning Sorcerer over here.
That's a nat 1. Then you go for another blast. That's an 18 to hit. Well, it stops concentrating on spirit guardians.
Sick.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah.
Like I said, we will send you to Jesus.
All right.
That's an action.
You have a bone action.
Do have a bonus action. Ooh, I'm gonna do that fatty quicken spell.
Quicken spell. Oh. What are you quicken spelling?
Second level chaos burst.
Okay. You bursting?
Yeah, man.
Bursting makes you feel good?
Wow.
Roll it. That's a
I'm
nat.
going to spend my last point
Okay.
for magical guidance.
Okay.
I'm allowed to re-roll the 20.
Go for it. 14,
So that would be a 21 to hit.
21, that'll hit.
This will be the extra D8
For the regular.
for the chance to bounce. Yeah.
So you deal 17 damage untyped. It is not bounce.
17 damage. No,
All right.
The type of that damage shall be ye old. I need to just have this permanently as a.
That's a ref.
thing. It's what, 4 and 7?
Yep.
Force damage.
Force damage. It takes the force damage. You see it start to falter.
I have like a little bit of movement left, so. Oh, yeah, that's good. Bonus action. Oh, no, that was my bonus action to do.
Yep.
I have another action.
Yes. Haste
You have
action.
a haste action. You don't have another action.
I have a haste action. I can't cast a spell with that haste action.
Yeah.
These are two
I can
things.
throw a dagger at it though.
Throw a dagger. Go for it. That misses.
Okay.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me.
I just skipped over Vana. Oops. Vana, it's your turn.
Vada target school 33.
Okay, Vada's gonna need to roll an Eldritch Blast.
Vada is going to Hexblade's curse.
Oh.
Oh.
That's on Vada. And that's on the ghoul?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Well, Hexblade's Curse, if target custom cursed. So you need to put a, I think you need a cursed effect on...
There should be a curse
Yeah.
in there somewhere. Because that if custom should be capitalized for 1. And that effect should also be on her.
Yeah. Let me fix this real quick. IFT custom Hexblade Vada Cursed.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna set this to effect Vada Cursed. targeting targets.
Hmm.
Cool. That should be fixed.
It will in
That-
fact. She will in fact bink the wraith.
Let's see. That will hit. And is gone. Ceased. Yep, it's gone. You get a heal.
Yeah, it died.
Yeah. It did, in fact, die.
Erebon, you hasty bitch.
Oh, you don't want to throw your second Eldritch Blast at anything?
She can't say anything.
Okay.
She be shooting through cover.
Okay. Well, in that case...
Well, in that case.
Yeah! Ooh, that's a good yeah.
That's a nat 20. As a nat 20 critical, yeah.
After last game, you earned that.
That's 11 damage.
And then we go for another.
14 for a miss.
Okay. And then we overwhelming advance.
Your overwhelming smance. That's also
For the
that's
same damn thing.
That's the same roll. And then you have your
funny.
offhand attack.
Yeah.
As an 18 to hit, that hits. Erebon, how do you want to do this?
There's a swing like straight across the collarbone. The other swing gets blocked. And then a thrust right through the throat. Squish. Decapitation.
It's dead. You still have another enemy that you have to deal with.
Yeah, there's one more shadow.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you are. Hasty boy.
Actually, we'll go right there. For the good flank.
Or the good flank.
Yes. Yes. Targeting the shadow. Use
So
my hasted attack.
That's still a hit.
It's still
Jesus.
Okay, okay.
It's a tablecloth.
4 damage.
Yeah, but it's a tablecloth that resists everything I'm gonna throw at it. And you know what?
This music
We'll do
isn't
a-
battle music, it's your music.
We're gonna do one scatter petals.
Alright. 20. That's gonna hit. Dirty 20.
1.
2 damage gets through.
That's it for me.
Falcon, it's your turn.
Okay. To move over here, just in case.
Alrighty.
Just in case I fucking roll a natural 1 and explode into lightning, Scorp's not gonna get decked.
Please
Yeah.
don't kill,
We need
kill
Scorp to be
Boomer,
dead, otherwise he loses his rage.
The
him.
last melon.
Go for it. That is a hit. That's 4 damage.
Alright. Keep going.
That's
Nope.
a 7. That misses.
Okay. I haven't other things to do except for how hurt am I? You know what? It's the middle of the night. We're gonna get these back in a minute anyway.
You're gonna second wind?
Yes.
Cool.
And that's good enough.
Is this warhorse still paralyzed? Let's see.
That one wasn't.
It was not.
Yeah, that one over there is
That one
fine.
killed the Wraith.
This one's content because it killed the cleric that killed its master. Winter.
Okay. I'm gonna smack it with the
Spiritual weapon.
my spiritual weapon, see if that does anything.
Go for it. That hits. It is dead.
Okay.
All right.
So I throw my hand out because I cannot run right now. I'm so weak. I just, you fucker. And then spiritual weapon just goes bonk.
Boonk. All right.
Oh yeah. Is our NPC friend dead, or can they cure wounds them and fix this problem?
They dropped
yeah.
dead.
Okay.
I think
just
that's
to
the
make sure.
Revivify, my friend.
Wait,
It's
let
gonna
me
have to be
let me go all the way back because I probably should have had them. I probably should have checked to see if they were just unconscious or dead. 'Cause that's eviscerate.
Well, so then, yeah, there was the eviscerate, and then there was the enemy spirit guardians. So
Either way, they would have been dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay.
Let me stop this music. And let me go to the actual background music.
I need to read eviscerate. 'Cause I think she just might be beyond saving.
She probably is beyond saving because of the necrotic damage.
It's just a Revivify.
Yeah.
Listen,
If
if I cast
she-
Eviscerate on her, she'd be beyond saving.
Yeah, if she was caught in the eviscerate, then it's like a body destroyed by the spell is counted as being dead for a day.
No, it's only if it's targeted. It's only if it's the one that exploded.
Yeah, it's only if they eviscerated her body.
Yeah. She just got splattered with Viscera.
She got viscerated, not eviscerated.
I didn't turn her outsides into insides.
So
And back
I
into
didn't turn her
outsides.
insides into outsides.
Other way around. Yeah.
She is revivable. Question, Winter, are you trying to revive them, or are you taking the free card of supplies?
I asked my party. I'm on. So Winter is down on their knee right now because that strength is really sapped. And they look around. They're like, "I have the capability to bring her back. What do you think?"
I think that's all for you. You did a good job. Come on, Velda, time to go to bed. And I use the rest of my hasted action to get back to my tent. I'll use my second action to fall asleep and in concentration.
Perfect.
Erebon,
Oh my God, that's amazing.
you're
God,
briefly
I feel
lethargic.
woozy. I feel woozy. I feel so
Can I
woozy.
use the lethargy to help me fall asleep?
Me. That's you.
I don't think you want Scorb or I's opinion on this matter.
I would say yes, bring her back up.
I could think of several good reasons to bring her back up. Oh
Mhm.
god. Oh god.
She has.
She's gonna owe us anyway for bringing her back because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys,
That's one of the reasons.
Revivify's not on my list.
Did you not put it on?
I didn't get a chance to. I have mass healing word, remove curse, and spirit guardians.
By the way, I guess I can comment. You would have had the chance to change Revivify after getting the diamond initially from the temple gang.
Mhm.
Okay, can I switch out remove curse?
If you want, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This
go ahead
is-
and do that. Give me
This
two
is your
seconds.
one freebie for Revivify. This is your
Thank you.
That's your one freebie, and you're using it on an NPC. Your one
Yeah.
get out of free
Vada.
get. Don't say I'm not nice.
Vada is indifferent. Vada is tired and wants to go to bed. They've had a bad time.
All right.
Okay. So I bring out that diamond and I cast Revivify.
All right. Let me bring up the death rules. Let's go through this. What do you want to use to bring them back? What skill do you want to use to bring them back? Or how do you try and bring them back?
I don't know this lady very well.
You don't?
I don't.
How do you try and beseech the
that's
soul?
pretty. That'd work.
So I reach out to her soul and be like, "Hey, we still need to make it to Neverwinter. You still have stuff to sell. You can't be done yet."
You ain't got time for that. You got shit to do.
Roll persuasion.
That's so funny.
Persuasion. All right, hold on.
Khajiit has wares, and you are Khajiit.
Let's see. 13. Let's see.
The very middle of the road.
The revival DC is lowered by 1, so she's gonna make a. Let's see. Flat DC. Let's see. Revival check.
It's 10 plus the amount of time she's died.
I hope this is the first time.
Hopefully.
It's definitely the first time.
So DC 11.
10 plus
So I
number
beat
of
it.
time.
Maybe.
No, she has to make the revival check. You're trying to lower that DC, which you lower it
Ah.
by 1 because of the roll that you rolled.
Sweet.
So,
So it's
let's
up
see.
to her whether or not she gets up. So it's DC 10 for her to get back up.
Is it just a static? The attack is made 20 flat. Blah, blah, blah.
She's
You
not
use-
coming back, is she?
You use the diamond. You say, "Hey, we need you to come back." The diamond evaporates in your hand, and almost as if a little bit of closure is given to you, you innately understand that she is not coming back.
Well, I tried.
You hear that, Scorb? Free shit.
Let me
And
just-
Winter just kind of collapses onto the ground. Just, I am not strong enough to carry myself right now.
Yeah, you did good. Come on, let's get you to bed.
Does
How many
Winter
other
just?
merchants are there here?
It's just her, but she was rich.
Cool. All right, Scorb, let's go loot the carts.
We
And
tried at least, I guess. I guess she
And-
just didn't want to come back.
because
Maybe there's another diamond in the cart.
because I don't have the time to figure out what the loot is, and because this seems like a good stopping point, I'm going
Yeah.
to say that this is a good spot for us to end off.
So, wait, Erevan, did you just, lift me up to take me to bed?
I'd ask first and give you warning.
Well, since technically he's the only one who knows about anything, Winter's like, okay, fine.
Fine.
Just this once.
Fine.
Well, the offer's still there if you need a second opinion.
Don't worry
Fine.
about what I'm doing over there. I've been slowly rotating Hubris and Vada.
Rotate.
Unrotate them now. Unrotate them.
Get rotated, idiot.
This is a no rotate zone. Everyone will remain at 90 degrees.
So what, we're tilted? We're tilted?
Just a little bit.
Tilted
I mean, at
towers.
0 degrees. We remain at 0 degrees.
No, I'm already at 180, friend.
I could set them to an acute angle.
You're an acute angle. Got him. All right.
The fuck I'm
I'm
not.
a
You
little
see this
bummed.
face?
I'm a little bummed that Sheer wasn't more useful in that fight.
It's fine. It is what it is. And I think with all of that, we are going to head out. So, viewers who may have stuck around from the Nat 19 stream, thank you for sticking around. I know it's hard to pop into a session without knowing anything that's going on, but thank you for stopping by. And we are going to head out. Goodbye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye.
Goodbye, YouTube. Wah.